global stage with both of these rosters. So a lot to prove, but also a lot to kind of make sure they can prove to these specific French fans.
And a lot of games to keep track of. If you're just joining us here at EWC, we have an amazing club championship featuring all of your favorite clubs from around the world. And Ginny is live with an update from the Alliance Vault from Fatal Fury. Ginny, what's going on?
The Alliance Vault, where we have some Fatal Fury going on, and you're going to give us a bit of an update in terms of who's doing well, what's the club championship situation looking like right now?
Yeah, so we've had a massive overperformance today. Naiwang's come out swinging for Weibo. They've got their first points on the board in the club championship, so they've guaranteed themselves 200 already just from getting through to tomorrow and guaranteeing themselves that 5th to 8th spot. And the same thing's just happened for Reject as well. Lagia doing really well and beating some of the favorites to get to that position.
I'm going to have to ask you about the heavy hitters from last year, 2025 EWC. We've got Falcons, Vitality, Liquid. Any of those teams performing here and performing well at that?
Well, I'm glad you did ask, because Falcons came with 5 people to Fatal Fury.
Okay.
Obviously had to decide one person who wasn't going to contribute the points because 4's the max, but only 2 of them remain, and one of them's in the lower bracket now, and one of them's still got to play. The favorite was a Falcon as well. He was knocked out yesterday. And then we've just had the news as well that the reigning champion is leaving the competition.
Oh.
Decided against it.
All right, that's it feels like the cards are stacked against Falcons for this stage at least. Vitality, however, are they performing well? Is that a question mark?
Yeah, they brought 3 people, 2 people remain,
Okay.
but one of them kind of underperforming today, losing to someone he probably should have got some wins against, and yeah, they're just not having the best time. So the top dogs from the last 2 years, not having a good time in Fatal Fury.
Oh, looks like it could potentially be shaking things up here for the club championship point. Thank you so much for that insight, and we're done over here. Back to you.
We book Esports World Cup.
हेलो हेलो आवाज आ रही है मेरी
What's up, everyone? Great teams have great synergy, and so joining me today are Asuna and Cryo. They're going to show off their synergy with some sprays to different situations that we present. You ready?
Ready. Yes, ready.
All right, hopefully you get the most points at the end. When your teammate overslept and you have to wait for him to start scrimming.
Lock in, P, lock in. Let me see. There's some funny ones.
There's a couple options.
Yeah, there's a couple options. All right, I'm ready.
All right, show the camera. 3, 2, 1. Look.
You know what's funny? I didn't even know I had that one until the end. That's good.
When you are that teammate that overslept, which spray would you use?
I think this one. Depends on your mood, no? All right, here, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, no, I knew that was like that,
chill vibes.
It's chill vibes, yeah. For some people, it's not that big of a deal.
When the team loses every scrim block of the day.
I have one that's just really stands out.
3, 2, 1.
Show the camera
and look.
Okay, I was gonna do that one. That was one of my 2.
Yeah.
When you win a 1v4 clutch and you clutch it out.
Oh man.
I mean, it's gotta be this.
All right, show camera. Go ahead.
No,
you had it, man.
I had it. Then you said that comment.
That Sean uses that one.
Yeah, someone on our team uses this
Sean.
one, so I've seen it after a clutch. I swear.
Describe your IGL.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I can be real funny with this.
No, we gotta get a point.
Yeah, okay.
There's a good one.
All right.
Yeah. We gotta give him.
We're on the board.
We're on the board.
When you found out that Neon is nerfed.
I like fun.
Okay. I think you picked a funny one. All right, let's go.
All right. Show the camera.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Look. It's just like the first one.
Man, this is hard.
When Sage resurrects you directly in line of sight of multiple opponents.
I'm ready. Please tell me. We can get this one. This is a gimme. There's only one option.
There it is.
Ooh. Thank the Lord. 2 points, hey, baby.
Your coach calls a timeout after you get an ace.
I think 3, 2, 1.
You're not giving him the genius emoji for calling a timeout?
This is like the chill, like.
Yeah, but like he's a genius for calling it.
When someone asks you how many hours you've played Valorant,
It's a solid one.
Yo भार्गव भाई क्या हालचाल?
I'm showing. Bang.
bang!
Yeah, I knew we were good. I knew.
अभी मैं स्टोरी वो ही रख रहा था.
Not bad.
गेम चालू हुआ नहीं है
Your
तो.
teammate farts in the middle of the scrim in your practice room.
All right, I'm gonna go with this one.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
A teammate asks you to borrow money.
Show camera. 3, 2. Nice man. Not
I
bad.
knew you'd pick that one.
You win EWC. Which one?
ग्रीन स्क्रीन से एक नंबर लग रहा.
Realistic
Yes sir.
3, 2, 1. You guys tried to read each other.
I'm trying to read you.
That was good, no?
That was a game.
Yeah.
You guys played.
That was a game.
Got a couple.
Yeah, we got more than probably you expected.
All right, there you have it. All right. Thanks, guys.
ग्रीन स्क्रीन से ये डिस्ट्रैक्शन भी निकल गया ना. मतलब मेरे पीछे जो भी तांजीरो वो सब दिख रहा था. अब तुम लोग नहीं बोल पाओगे कि उसका इज्जत तो कर लो. बस यही चेयर मेरे को लेनी है. कोई स्पॉन्सर कर दो. Green Lab, Secret Lab.
We are here at the
Green
Alliance
Soul
Courtyard. Obviously, there's a ton of action happening inside the server, but here at EWC, you have the opportunity to take the competition outside the server offline. Excuse me. As here in France, we have two of the best
By the way, Bhargav bhai, मेरी आवाज clear है क्या?
basketball and football, and what better way to meet other friends than through competition and sport? Back to you guys.
अपनी बीजी अपन बीजी मारेगा. क्या बात है. कब आ रहे हो बताओ. कब आ रहे हो. अगर एग्जाम में पास हो गया तो पहले मेंबर मैं बनूंगा. अरे क्या बात है. हाँ एकदम एक फर्स्ट क्या बात बढ़िया बढ़िया बढ़िया. यही तो चाहिए था अपने को. ए भाई द वे वाइटालिटी के साथ हेरेटिक्स का मैच था ना अभी. कौन जीता रे. मैंने देखा नहीं यार. एक मिनट देख ही लेता हूँ.
So Sayonara was someone that was really well known to basically everybody in the scene. He was playing in the tier 2 leagues. He was looking fantastic statistically.
When I started playing, it was quite exciting. I was happy that I could be making a career out of the game.
There is no one that is able to bring all of those player skill sets along with the flexibility in his agent pool and still be able to deliver at the same level he does.
अच्छा NS था.
I said my family I'm gonna be pro player. They said ignore it, go school. But I said just trust me, and I trust myself too. And when I signed the contract,
NS वाइटालिटी भाई हार ही रहा है कब से. वाइटालिटी एक दिन अच्छा खेला था फिर उसने.
He can only shoot, but he can do everything. Like he can play every character, he can play every role. Like he's a joker in our team.
it feels like people believe in me for a reason because they know I'm good. So I take it as a compliment each time and try to prove to everyone that I am that guy and I can play as good as I can.
He's kind of like playing a lot, learning a lot, and kind of like trying to share it too.
He's not a player who wants absolutely to be micromanaged, for coaches to be involved in everything. He's very confident in what he has, in the things that he's done previously, and we just need to make sure that we're there and available to do everything we possibly can for him.
You're looking at all these rookies that are coming to tier 1 and they just look like the best players on the planet.
The young generation can take a bit more strategic approach to the game while still having fun and running around.
I'm so unbelievably excited to play on the biggest stage, especially here in Paris. I just can't wait.
100 times. पोल डाल देना. अरे हाँ पोल डाला नहीं क्या मैंने. अरे यार
Welcome back, one and all, as we see our players arriving here at the STC Arena, getting ready for another round of action at EWC 2026. What's on the line this time? Well, a spot in the Final Four and a familiar foe on the other side of the stage. Mibr was able to power through groups. They've made it here today. Can they pull off an upset? That is the question in the crowd. We welcome everyone into the arena. I'm your host, Chris Puckett, alongside the lovely ladies. We got Athena and Kakuka. And Kakuka, I want to start with you.
It's because I wasn't here throughout, saying goodbye to Vitality.
Yeah. You want to say goodbye right now?
I will say goodbye, and I would love to say great job, but honestly, that last map,
it wasn't good.
We will be having a conversation
At
about
least
that.
It's a short VOD study, right?
Yes, the last map. The other two, I can understand a couple of things split, but the last map.
Guys, पोल आ चुका है लगता है क्या लगता है आप लोग को कौन जीतने वाला है आज 100 Thieves या फिर MIBR मैं तो MIBR को सपोर्ट कर रहा हूँ और वही जीतनी चाहिए 100 Thieves का पता नहीं है मेरे को मेरा सट्टा एमआर के लिए तरफ अरे क्या थे मैं भी उसी को फॉलो कर रहा हूँ guys.
It's not been good, but I'm ready to take the punches.
America
See you in the final.
is somehow overperforming according to our EMEA experts. But Athena, you saw this coming. Talk to me a little bit about the squads we're about to see. How has the road been for MIBR and of course 100 Thieves?
Oh, for both these teams, it's been a rocky road. They've both been struggling a little bit actually back in Americas. They've both been kind of cursed with that 4th or 5th place seed, and neither of them have made a qualification to a global event at all this year. Both these rosters, they're very well built. One of them considered a super team on the side of MIBR, but for 100 Thieves, you can see it here. 5th in America's kickoff, did not make Santiago, did not make London. They've just been struggling, but of course that America's qualifying for EWC, that's how they got.
Kakuka, they were the first team into the playoff bracket. 100 Thieves out of Group A was steamrolling.
भार्गव भाई आपको थोड़ा समझ आने लगा होगा ना अब तो वेलो क्या बात है दोनों की एक ही पसंद यार.
It was not the story for 100 Thieves, and it's crazy to think that they're going to go up against a roster that had everything or was supposed to be everything. The vitality was to be an EMEA, a super team. But if you think about the individuals here in 100 Thieves, there's a lot of progression, there's a lot of history, and there is a lot of hunger. We've been hearing from Timotino. I want to see more of Vora as the IGL. Of course, the coaching staff being from EMEA is always going to help you. But pound for pound, 2 great titans coming up here today. I know that the past
we've
talked about these names and kind of been
मैच चालू करते नहीं है जल्दी.
But there's always time for redemption and something that we have to appreciate about this esports.
On the other side of this Valorant battle, we have MIBR, and you were saying that they may have the highest paid player. Aspas has been dominant. He was a huge factor on Loud.
I think they have the 2 highest.
As soon as they got a chance, they signed this guy to a long-term deal, and as you mentioned, Zekin alongside him. So tell me
हाँ बिल्कुल अभी समझ आ रहा है क्या बात है यही तो चाहिए था.
They're also out for an EWC trophy.
I mean, this is essentially a super team, right? You have Aspas, you have Zekin, 2 of the best duelists in America's period. That's overall throughout their globals, everything that they've played, as well as just in the region. And then you're looking at players like Tex, who's just been phenomenal as that Senti, Mazzino, who's also been really good when he was previously on that crew roster. And then, of course, the IGL. Verno, he's been doing such a good job. He's been so aggressive as well with his playstyle. As an IGL, he's been top fragging. I think he has some of the highest
9 बजे अपनी भी लॉबी है
stage, but
हैं?
Deegan is keeping track of the
अच्छा 9 बजे FF खेल रहे हो क्या 9 बजे तक तो ये शायद खत्म नहीं होगा 10:30 तो बजेंगे at least.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. To me, when I first heard of this roster, I was like, they're going to dominate the region, and they should have. And I know that there's many others, very big names in Americas and very good teams that have been having a great performance. But you want to think that if the talent is that raw, you can just put it together and make it work. Especially when you're talking about some players that have already played together. This was a roster made to win. So making it to here, I'd say bare minimum.
Made to win,
minimum.
paid to win. Can they pull it off? Athena, you've watched more teams from Americas than anyone else in the green room. So give me kind of the lowdown. Historically, Who has the
9-11
map pool?
अरे
Who would you
कोई
give
नहीं यार
the
प्रैक्टिस
edge to
मैच है
when
ना
it comes to
कर
the
लेना
picks
कर
and bans,
लेना
especially
आपका
knowing
भी लैन आ रहा
as
है
we get to the grand finals, these are going to be some long series.
Personally, I'm going to say 100 Thieves for that one. They've had a really good map pool so far. I think they've only not played Sunset, I think, so far this tournament. They've been really good. And the thing for me for 100 Thieves that solidifies this idea is their comps are so creative. They're actually one of the first teams to start playing Sage when it came to Americas. They introduced that to Americas. So it's good to see them playing. And I think their creativity is what really pulls them over the edge for me.
One final best of 3 here in our quarterfinals. We're about to kick this one off, but first we got to find out where we're going to play.
100 Thieves, higher seed. So you guys choose Team A or Team B?
Team B.
Team B. So 100 Thieves, Team B. Yeah.
Team B.
Mibr lost Team A. So you guys started Vito.
We ban Sunset.
Ban Sunset.
Ban Lotus.
Lotus ban by 100 Thieves.
We pick Fracture.
Fracture pick.
ओह सनसेट और लोटस बैन हो गया
Attack.
फ्रैक्चर 100 Thieves
Breeze pick, second map.
Attack on Breeze.
Attack on Breeze. Okay.
bro
And we ban Split.
Split ban.
Ban Ascent.
Ascent ban. So the decider will be Heaven.
We'll go Attack.
Attack? Okay. Attack on Heaven. Thank you guys.
Right.
Fracture Breeze.
Best of luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
क्या बात है
Shout out to the gamers who know the one in the white hoodie. He goes by the name of Fraud, one of the original esports goats, now playing with MIBR. Let's take a look here at where we are going. Fracture, Breeze, and Haven will be our 3 maps. Do we get to a map 3?
Hopefully, yes.
जिम जाने के बाद यार पूरा ऐसे इधर दर्द कर रहा है इधर दर्द कर रहा है इधर दर्द कर रहा है पर मजा आता है जिम जाने के बाद उदय भाई गुड मॉर्निंग Pineapple is looking very good, very nice. Thank you.
Essentially, who's having a better day, who's shooting back in the server, and that's what I think when I'm looking at that Fracture.
It's a little bit of a curveball, right? Because it's a map that is going out of the map pool after this tournament and into VCT. Definitely surprise your opponent because as Athena is saying, it's not like, oh, this team is incredibly good on Fracture. They for sure will have the edge over the other. No, I think that when you come into, as we're saying, like the one here in EWC, you gotta get all your guns out and sometimes go to somewhere that your opponent is not going to expect. But you know, I want to feel like when
stream का sound increase करो. Stream मतलब इन लोग की stream का आवाज increase करने बोल रहे हो क्या?
And we pick Breeze, and they were like, okay, are you expecting this? Okay, fine.
That's their little plan right there.
रुको मैं मेरे फोन में चेक कर लेता हूँ सब बढ़िया क्या बात है
attack on both sides. So your opponent chooses the map.
Stream का sound increase करो.
Not every team dude, for a map like Fracture, you set the tone. The tempo on that map is super important. When you start out really fast, you force your team to play at your speed. And I think on a map like Fracture, it's super important because that map in general can be played extremely fast.
अभी ठीक आ रहा है उदय भाई?
Just pull a lot of those rotations. Make sure the defenders are kind of scared, shaking in their boots a little bit.
I think that there could be many reasons for like choosing a side on a map. You can choose to start on your weaker side because you feel like today you need a little bit more of a warm up against your opponent because you expect changes in their composition. Whatever is easier for you to react to and think about the long term. Everybody knows that Valorant is decided in the second half. Of course, the first half.
क्या बात है हमारे सब लोग MIBR को ही सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं क्या बात है?
You need to have the momentum. You need to have the mental. You need to understand the game plan of
Increase
your
opponent,
and that will push you to the win.
Well, it is time to check in on your predictions. You and Digon went through these yesterday. Let's see how you performed. You hated Digon's pick earlier. How are we feeling about it now, Athena? You got 100 points, 200 points here for the knowledge
Just so
win.
you know, Kokuko,
I wasn't here. I'm like confused.
2-1 for Vitality, but we came back and Digon had selected 2-0 for Nongshim.
He
actually gaslit us.
Kakuka, we've got a 53-47 decider, though. The fans are going with 100 Thieves. Are you feeling the MIBR selection from Digon?
I kind of have to go with 100 Thieves because they have Eric and they have MBS, so it's technically MEA. So, yeah, I'm going to go with 100 Thieves.
She's riding with 100 Thieves. So am I. It's time to get to the stage. Let's get this one going.
सपोर्ट तगड़ा है अपना। अरे क्या बात है भार्गव भाई, सपोर्ट करते रहो यार।
French crowd, and we also had Champs Paris.
तभी तो मजा आएगा, तुमको भी हमको भी।
A lot of French fans, so I hope I get to see that kind of energy on
फ्यूचर
stage.
में और मजा आएगा जब ज्यादा सब्सक्राइबर्स होंगे।
Animated, they were having fun, they were excited. I was having a lot of fun as well, and it was very cool. I'm very confident. I'm always confident in myself. I think confidence is something very important in this game, and if you are not confident, you're probably not going to play well. So I'm very confident in myself.
इंग्लिश इम्प्रूव कर देगा ये अपनी। हाँ भाई कर सकते, मतलब आप इंग्लिश मूवी देखोगे फिर भी होगा, इससे ज्यादा मूवी देखने में से होगा, मुझे तो लगता है। मैंने तो वैसे इम्प्रूव किया था थोड़ा बहुत।
I think there's no easy match in Valorant.
फ्लुएंट इंग्लिश अभी भी है नहीं, फिर भी
it's gonna be a tough game as always. I'm excited for it.
ये बोलूंगा कि
Yeah, I think it'll be pretty hard to face
इंग्लिश में देखो एनीमे मूवी जो भी देखते हो, सीरीज।
Fortunately, I had a really good game, so feeling very confident going into the match and hoping to
improve हो जाएगा इंग्लिश।
And yeah, just hope that things go our way.
Good luck, guys.
Yes, मूवी बोल रहा हूँ भाई, मैच चालू हो रहा है। इतना एनीमे देखा अपने आप हो गया। अरे फिर तो क्या ही है। कौन से एनीमे देखे वैसे? मैंने बहुत तो नहीं बोलूंगा, पर देखे हैं मैंने भी 4-5। ये उदय भाई आप भी एनीमे देखते हो क्या? भाई देखो भार्गव भाई, आपको शायद पता नहीं होगा, पर आज मतलब आज फ्राइडे राइट, फ्राइडे सैटरडे संडे लास्ट मैच है। संडे के बाद सीधा अगस्त में पबजी मोबाइल का होगा EWC को स्ट्रीमिंग।
Valorant fan, this has been an incredible start here at the STC Arena at the Esports World Cup. But for the fans here in the building,
ये ग्रैंड फाइनल चल रहा है।
out of the 3
Let's
keys that we have seen crushed
yes sir। हाँ देखते ना कौन सा दिखा है। नरूटो, डीमन स्लेयर, JJK एंड वगैरह वगैरह, AOT वगैरह। मैंने नरूटो पहला एनीमे मेरा नरूटो था, दूसरा एनीमे मेरा JJK था। डीमन स्लेयर मैंने उसके बाद देखा, और मैंने बोरुटो भी देखा है वैसे। AOT मैंने देखा था, पर मैं थोड़ा सा बोर हो गया था बीच में, तो मैंने छोड़ दिया था। फिर मैंने चालू किया था ये अपना भाई नाम भूल गया मैं। डीमन किंग भाई, नहीं कुछ तो नाम था, मैं भूल गया यार। और वन पीस मैंने देखा है आधा, 400+ एपिसोड्स देख लिए मैंने, बाकी थोड़ा टाइम बाद देखेंगे अभी। और क्या बात कर रहे हो? हाँ या यस सर, यस सर।
They've got the brand, they've got the names, and now they need a big statement win.
भाई की लेके आया है 100 Thieves।
Made
अपनी
in Brazil is in their DNA.
MIBR भी लेके आ गए कि अगर यह लोग आज हारेंगे जीतेंगे तो ये की टूटेगी, पता है? हारने वाले की टूट जाती है, क्रश हो जाती है। और जो जीतेगा उसकी ट्रॉफी में नीचे से वो डिजाइन की करेंगे वो लोग।
Un pays qui est aussi passionné que la France, c'est le Brésil. Ian, team seems ready.
Oui. भाई पबजी मोबाइल में तो वो और मजा आएगा। हाँ ना, पबजी मोबाइल में तो बहुत मजा आएगा, उसका तो एकदम परफेक्ट नॉलेज है ना अपने को। बस टीम का थोड़ा देखना पड़ेगा, कौन सी टीम खेली और वो सब। बहुत सारे मैंने देख लिए, सब नहीं बोल सकते। अरे कोई नहीं यार, कोई नहीं, एक दो ही बोल दो, नरूटो और जैसे इसने बोला 2-3 टॉप थ्री एनीमे बता दो उदय भाई।
I mean, a question I think goes around the controllers. What type of choices are we going to see? Are we going to see a repetition of the last time that these teams played this? Double duelist, we see Harbor, we see Neons, we see things that we're very used to see in many other maps. I will say that me coming from EMEA, seeing Harbor here would be an absolute crazy thing. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it because I was just thinking, I was looking at Athena, the teams were coming out, and I was thinking every single team that has won on this stage was
planning
the
हो
second
चुकी है
seed.
guys, motivation मिल चुका है इन लोग को।
Am I in the wrong if I back them? Because it's like there's Aspas and Zekin on the other side. Am I stupid, Athena?
No, you're not stupid at all. The last time these teams
यार उस दिन बहुत गंदा यार सीन हो गया था, मेरा इंटरनेट हट गया था पूरा और लाइट भी चली गई थी, तो मेरे को स्ट्रीम फिर बंद ही करनी पड़ी, बैक फिर से आया नहीं पाया मैं। नरूटो है और नरूटो हम है, हम नरूटो है और नरूटो हम है। आहा हा, क्या डायलॉग मारा। मैं तो ऐसे I am paid.
They have always been here since the start of the tournament. The top squads have been
know the pain. क्या डायलॉग था वो?
Honestly, I think this is the best case scenario for both these teams, having to play in America's regional matchup to advance to semifinals. I mean, that's a team that you've played against
solo leveling.
Akamega America's stage 1.
Akamega kill One Piece Naruto weathering with you. Yeah, weathering with you मैंने भी देखा है। Your name, हाँ Your Name भी देखा है मैंने। Spy X Family नहीं देखा रे मैं, एक एपिसोड देखा था, फिर वो छोटे बच्चे जैसा क्यूट लगा मेरे को, क्यूट वो टाइप की, मतलब एनीमे मैं देखता नहीं हूँ इसलिए मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगा, तो फिर मैंने स्किप किया। एनीमे अच्छा है, ऐसा नहीं बोल रहा हूँ एनीमे अच्छा नहीं है, पर मेरे टाइप का नहीं है। यार आज मेरा सब गोल नहीं दिख रहा ना, मतलब 1-250 है, पर
Who do you think has this light edge just on the Neon?
I think Zekin definitely does. Zekin, he's been absolutely phenomenal on that Neon. His ability to use that movement, use the utility, and get those opening frags has been really good. Timotino, he's known for his movement in Americas. When Waylay was still really up there, when Neon was first introduced, everything that he did looked really seamless. But for me, when I'm looking specifically at those opening frags and playmaking times, it's always Zekin that pulls my focus towards him.
It's time to find out what they're going to be locking in. Our agent select moments away. Kukuka.
Yes.
What do we see, and is there going to be an edge either way?
And now you need to explain it to me.
Is this a real brimstone?
You need to explain this to me because I read Fracture, and then you could have Viper, but you like I see the value of the Harbor.
You want to see something crazy? You want to hear something crazy? I was gonna be like, no, there's no way. We haven't played Harbor in such a long time on this map. You know, it was a phase that we all went through.
I see in the future.
When you look at 100 Thieves, though, they make this stuff work. They were the ones that introduced Sage to Americas. They're the ones who keep bringing this Harbor out in so many different maps. But for me, what I'm really looking at is the Phoenix. Asuna on that Phoenix. He switched off that Raze. I thought Bora and Asuna had really
आसपास
good
iconic pose.
together.
अरे मैंने देखा नहीं रे।
It makes a lot of sense, right? You have the flashes,
मैं मेरा वो कर रहा था। मोड बना के आ गया।
From the Harbor, from the Neon, there's so many possible
मोड बना के आ गया।
Also with Bora, this is the smirk that Doom
भाई क्या मोड कर रहा है? अच्छा मोड बन के आ गया। भाई क्या बात है ये वर्ग भाई?
Laughing. And on the other side with MIBR, they're keeping that same comp, actually changing up Zekin onto the Raze, and Aspas is on the Jet. I think this makes a lot of sense.
Vintage, isn't
it? Yep, definitely vintage. Aspas, he's
5 वोट आ चुके guys, 5 के 5 MIBR को सपोर्ट करें। क्या बात है, क्या बात है।
Drive, whereas when he's on that Neon, he hasn't really been that successful.
And even today, we have seen how
यार आसपास का iconic pose नहीं देख पाया मैं।
How annoying Dampy was, and how bad of a
कोई
job
नहीं, मेरे मोबाइल में मैं रिवाइंड करके देख
लेता हूँ। 100 Thieves has to be different if they want to win, because it is Aspas.
Yeah, this team creative for a reason, shutting down Aspas and Zekin, the two goats and duelists coming from Americas.
Players are in the lobby. Casters are at the desk. It is time to begin game 1 in our best of 3. Who's moving on to the semifinals? We find out with Achilles and Paper Thin.
दो तो मैं ही हूँ अरे अच्छा हाँ आईडी बदल गया है ना
The last quarterfinal of EWC. That single elimination still staring both of these teams in the face. Lose here, the run comes to an end. We will have an America's team moving forward, guaranteed, obviously. Which one will it be? That is up for them to decide as we get into the action.
Yeah, really interesting here that both teams making a little bit of adjustments as they go into this map. I thought maybe there was going to be a little bit more contact there, but Tex holding just a little bit further back, right in that fast lane, looking for a kill. Gets one, can't find another.
One tap मार दिया उसने.
Yeah, will just be a tiny little bit of damage there onto Asuna.
Bang.
Could heal that up.
Tex मर गया यार.
However, on that swing.
Shit, man.
Dealt with Molly now, top of the rope. Drifts across that one. Looking for the timing here. Spots out 2 players. Curveball turned from, but Verno still dead. It's Asuna. Oh, he said in the video.
Bro, क्या हो रहा है आज?
Last time he played MIBR, and he is off to the races already.
Well, he wasn't
crazy मार दिया
he
अंडर उसने भाई.
Plus 13 on the Rays last time. Now he's on the Phoenix, and he's looking just as comfortable. This is really nice work. Heard those footsteps. Gets him prepared. Does a little peek over. Uses the molly to heal himself.
भाई. उदय भाई, क्या लगता है आपको? ये 100 Thieves को jinx करना चाहिए क्या?
100 Thieves here.
करूँ क्या?
Looking to continue to shut MIBR out as they did in their last series.
भाई साहब crazy, हाँ ना, बहुत crazy था.
Faced off, and it was the
बहुत
same
गंदा
match,
मार दिया
but
भाई,
different
बहुत
looks
गंदा
here.
मार दिया
You realize what
इंग्लैंड
you
ने.
just did?
No. Look,
We're not
okay.
on camera.
Yeah, but Athena and Kakuka started it.
Yeah, you started it. You just
No, they started it.
Okay, they started
Technical
it. You
pause
just did
पहले.
6-7, and now we have a tech pause.
That's their fault.
This is what happens when old men try to do young people things. The universe breaks.
Oh. I've got a few bangers in the chamber if you want.
करो
No,
करो.
I don't. I don't
भाई
want them all.
100 Thieves ही जीता कि आज.
Unless they resume the game
100
quickly.
Thieves ही जीत रही है भाई.
Oh yeah.
In which
दोनों
case,
मैच
let's,
100 Thieves
let help
जीतेगी.
break loose, but
दोनों मैच.
should hopefully be a quick one here.
कर दिया. उदय भाई कर दिया है.
Flagged on the 100 Thieves side, so
Finger
ultimately
crossed.
Shouldn't be too concerning. So hopefully just one of those things.
Yeah.
Okay, unplug the mouse, put it back in, make sure that everything's good.
Yeah, man. The old IT special. Have you tried unplugging it and replugging it?
Oh.
It's got to get the power cycle going.
Yeah. The easiest tricks in the book. But I mean,
भाई पूरी बॉडी दर्द कर रही है
I
मेरी.
think this is really
जिम
interesting.
जाने के बाद.
I personally like the changes that 100 Thieves made more coming into today than I do the changes that MIBR made. And you know, having Oscar
Go
is
Thieves,
always a threat,
go
no matter what you're
Thieves.
doing. So I
भाई
totally get it.
MIBR के लिए कुछ नहीं बोलूँगा मैं अभी.
Like he's always like want to just take over a game.
पर jinx
It can
करूँगा.
definitely happen. But
100
from
Thieves
like
को.
a bigger picture, if I
अगर गलती से reverse jinx हुआ ना.
who was playing what agents, I would like 100
उदय भाई नहीं हो गया,
Thieves'
नहीं होगा,
combo
नहीं होगा,
here on
नहीं होगा.
because of the neon and the hardware. I
उल्टा
find it
जो
really
हो गया ना
interesting.
साढ़े.
It could be one of those kind of
अरे मेरा जिंक्स उल्टा नहीं चलता भाई. मेरा जिंक्स सीधा चलता है. मेरी काली जुबान है भाई. मैं जो बोलता हूँ उसका उल्टा ही होता
So it
है.
could be one of those things where you're not used to. Where can you position
तो 100
yourself
Thieves
outside of
जीतेगी.
those high tides to A, be safe and B, you know, have
समझे?
quick reclears,
क्रोनोलॉजी समझ रहे हो?
you know, ability
क्रोनोलॉजी
to
समझ रहे
retake
हो?
things like that are going to be really important. And you know, are you going to understand the timings of what your opponents are doing behind those high tides and that kind of stuff? So that's where I'm a bit worried here for MIB.
अरे यार ये टेक्निकल पॉज बहुत लंबा ले रहे हैं ये लोग.
But I mean, I look at it, I'm like, yeah, this screams Doom Bros.
For sure.
Time all the way back. Back over in EMEA. Kakuka's still trying to claim him. Claim the team.
They're still trying to claim NBS too.
है, क्यूट तो है भाई, क्यूट तो है.
They're getting desperate at this point.
They really are.
Teams are starting to run thin from EMEA here at the tournament.
They keep thinking
forward
because
into the
they
playoffs and only one remaining.
Exactly. They keep thinking because they do well in the group stages that, you know, yeah. Surely our
डिप्रेशन डिप्रेशन तो डिप्रेशन में तो मैं भी जाऊंगा भाई अगर वो जो आप सोच रहे हो वो हो गया. 1 घंटे बाद स्टार्ट करेंगे. 1 घंटे बाद भाई इतना तो मैं बोर हो जाऊंगा. इतना लंबा टैग पॉज तो कोई भी नहीं लेता भाई.
Do you think he'll sell Sentinels to me? The best I can do is 350.
350.
Yeah.
Oh no, 350.
350.
You gotta do it right.
इतना भाई बहुत लंबा खींच रहे हैं ये लोग.
So he seems somewhat passionate about the organization. He
kind of is.
So I think he's going to be holding on to that one, but maybe down the line, if Rob decides to retire, he'll pass it over.
Yeah.
Sen must be owned by a bold
That's
man.
correct.
Boss.
I will accept that. My first order of duty: fire Ewok.
Oh, there you go.
He's got to get back on the Pacific broadcast.
There,
That's
perfect.
Yep.
Wow. Players taking a little bit of a rest here, but the seats getting back into the upright
100
position.
Thieves for the win, guys.
So we should be underway here in just a brief little moment. But I mean, the desk was kind of talking about it a little bit. The entries here from the players, a bit more on the MIBR side. I think that is somewhat to be expected. 100 Thieves, their first time on a stage here in Paris, whereas I showed this team right here, just at Champs, not too long ago. And of course, when you have Aspas on your squad, you're going to have some fans worldwide.
For sure. I mean, when it comes to experience,
फ्रैक्चर में ये किधर है भाई? मैंने तो आज तक नहीं देखा ये.
representation internationally, MIBR is definitely going to have the advantage there. No doubt about it. But
चलो finally चालू हुआ.
You've got plenty of veteran players on 100 Thieves as well. Asuna, Cryo, Bang have been around for quite some time.
Oh, yeah.
So, they're kind of been there, done that too. And, the younger players, Vora and Timatino, they're fired up.
That 3 you named, they were back over at Champs Istanbul as well. Not all clustered together, but...
देखना अभी 100 Thieves मारेगी ना वहाँ कसम.
That experience, so looks like it's going to be a 4-player push up
अगर इन गेम नेम सजेस्ट करो.
Is still situated as Cryo is going to be lingering
इन गेम नेम सजेस्ट करो.
As he doesn't see any opposition, he might
पढ़ के
end up calling 100 Thieves back into that
डर
site.
जाए सामने वाला. अच्छा.
Crunch is going to be
भाई
potentially...
पढ़ के डर जाए सामने वाला. मैंने ऐसा कभी सोचा नहीं है.
Split it, but it seems like MIBR...
मैंने मेरा थोड़ा सा ऐसे मीनिंगफुल सोचा था.
Bad news is there's no scale for it to be.
पढ़ के डर जाए वैसा तो.
Intercepting, looking to try to find this kill. The counter swing's going to be coming in though, and Mazzino will be able to take him down. It's
क्या ही
still good amount
बोलूं.
of damage dealt, but Mazzino has
यमराज
the
ही
heal.
रख दो. डर ही जाएगा.
Resting quite literally at 1 HP. Plan to come in. Mazzino, one taking point, is rushing forward. Tex will fall. Verno going to be gone as Timatino collects 2 of that Marshall.
Hey.
Look for a little bit more as stun goes through.
Abe.
Second going to be cleaned up.
Bro.
Damn near flawless. 100 Thieves start things off 2-0.
ये रिवर्स हो रहा है
You really
क्या?
have to like the ideas here from the 100 Thieves in terms of, gathering info, using that well, using it to make those safer rotations, funneling the orbs, passing the slide over to the Phoenix, using that to get the run it back online for this bonus. So this is going to be a very potent bonus that MIBR Los is going to have to face. They're not going to have any ults in cycle, most likely. Something really strange happens with Mazzino. But with Asuna already having to run it back in play and the Phantom to back it up, this is a very scary round. Did Keta confirm there for Mazzino. Aspas and Zekin have to deal with this, and they do.
Quick dispatch on that, another spot out Mazzino. Little spray, and Brady gets rewarded with a second.
Yes, 100 Thieves, go!
What's that approach coming through? They're going to try to split their way through this.
Go, 100 Thieves, go!
Sit on that stun. Cryo able to find that kill eventually, but Mazzino now just trying to push forward, lead them to these
Go, yay! 100 Thieves! 100 Thieves!
A 4K for him on the sky.
100 Thieves!
Yeah, that's huge. Honestly, being able to prevent that bonus is a big deal for MIBR Los.
कर दिया ना काउंट. नहीं ना, नहीं ना.
That they're bringing into this round is so scary.
देखो ना, अब हो रहा है.
Play nicely, just expects that there's going to be extra layers behind that run it back.
वो तो उन लोगों ने बाय नहीं किया था. उन लोगों पे पैसे नहीं थे अच्छी गन खरीदने के लिए.
World of damage in there. That's got applauding. Very happy with what he's seeing there. And I didn't do anything this time.
No.
Can't blame me.
I didn't see
है बार का भाई ना. यमराज चलेगा
your
यमराज.
Just making sure.
मतलब सामने वाला डरेगा तो सही. थोड़ा तो डरेगा.
Hopefully.
अबे फिर से टेक्निकल बॉस क्या हो रहा है ये?
Back into this. Yeah, that's the face that I make every time we have a tech pause.
Yep.
Good to see the cross faction support here.
Hey, cute moment, bhai.
Still showing up to cheer for some of the other America's teams.
Who are they rooting for today? You think MIBR? The Sun fans? The old Zekin?
Some MIBR, yep, support there.
Sentinel नहीं खेल रही ना.
Seems like might just be a cable
कब
swap.
खेलेगी? कोई आइडिया है उदय भाई?
And I mean, if it's Mazzino, I don't know, you know, which peripheral it might be, but it seemed like everything was working fine.
देख कैसे सीना चौड़ा हो गया.
There was an issue, and he still managed to get that 4K. I mean, maybe you just keep playing like that.
Right? I'd be like, well, even though maybe, I don't know, the frame rate's
अपनी तो भार्गव भाई बैक भी चौड़ी है.
Like God dead playing with a tissue in his nose. It's just one of those superstitions.
भाई आप मांगो, मानोगे नहीं मेरा पहला नाम यमराज ही रखा था कसम से. अरे यार. फिर तो क्या रख सकते हैं?
I mean, just think he started the meta of not paying attention to the monitor, you know, when there was timeouts. He just immediately leaned back, and now everybody's doing it.
That is true. Trendsetter.
Cool kids. Yeah.
भाई मैं नाम सजेस्ट करूंगा अगर तू रख सकता है तो देख.
Locked in for that one. Yeah. Caught a little off guard. Into it.
वैसे अंडी मंडी संडी जो जिसने मारा वो आगे का डैश 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 वो रख लेना.
So I think we're just trying to make sure that everything is going to be squared away. Trying to get things going.
Mock.
Okay. Seeing some thumbs up.
Yay.
Usually a positive sign. So should be able to get back into the action here in just a brief
yes,
moment.
sir.
Bearing with us. Hopefully we don't have any others.
100 thieves, 100 thieves, 100 thieves.
Pulling from the well. Chatting about, you know, TV shows and all that other stuff.
You could, but yeah, you don't want to hear that.
Yeah, we don't want podcast time. We want gameplay time. So it looks like we are
100 thieves, 100 thieves.
We're still waiting to see second announcement. Get a piece of the pie here. Kill is at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh. He will be able to find one, but 100 thieves find so much more. 3 kills in the blink of an eye.
भाई ये क्या हो रहा है?
Yeah, this is just an aggressive push out early. So 100 Thieves
there,
kind of rewinding a few rounds ago to the way Mibr Los played the eco, knowing that they were pushed up north pretty early, or at least suspect it. And this time they overstacked that angle to make sure that they deal with that attempt to kind of gain that upper edge as the defenders on Fracture. You want to push space on the map, and
dropping spike.
100 Thieves get the right read and deny that instantly. That's huge. Now they're just going to take their time, slow and steady, have the trip behind you to make sure that Tex does try to get a backstab going. It should be accounted for, assuming it's placed correctly.
Verno now having to basically try to play around with Tex's util. So far has not been triggered. Oh, the smoke to fall on for it. More than
अब मैं
ready for
कुछ नहीं बोलूँगा भाई. किसी टीम के बारे में कुछ नहीं बोलूँगा.
Much more you really be asked to do. Potentially stay on this north side position, try to find an exit, but going for the round win, certainly not to be. So we'll just have to backpedal away, and 100 Thieves will maintain a lead.
Yeah, and he knows they have a pretty good idea of where he's at because he had to clear the trip up there on the way through. So it's one of those rounds that just comes down to, you know, are you going to be able to win that big fight early? You can have that little bit of an extra advantage, and they certainly did. 100 Thieves even get a bit of a peek on how some of those trips were set up on B, so a little bit of extra info there potentially for future rounds as well. Yeah, 100 Thieves right back at it, only losing one player. That's going to be Timotino with his ult, already 7 kills for the Neon. I can't stress enough how much I like the Neon on this map, how it makes it really challenging for opponents in certain areas of the map, because there's actually quite a bit of open space.
कैमरा उसके मुंह में घुसा देना, कैमरामैन.
Neon really
साला इतना zoom कर दिया.
So far, just some decent reads.
पूरी screen में उसका मुंह ही दिख रहा है बस.
And you know, I was talking to NBS earlier today at lunch, and I was just like, so what's the game plan today? What's it going to look like? He's like, we got some new stuff cooked. I was like, all right.
Well, so far so good, and that's going to force a timeout from the Mibr camp. Trying to get things squared away. Push back in the right direction. Economy-wise, it's going to be very rough around the edges. Haven't been able to build up anything, so going into this one pretty damn light, I do believe. So we'll see what info Fraud's going to be able to give them. Because, I mean, to go back over it.
काला जादू है ये तो. अरे 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 अरे.
I mean, I think from what we've seen from 100 Thieves, the response here might be something like, let's shore up a main control and kind of play a little bit more keep away around Arcade and Dish. Like, you know, it's okay to have one player up there maybe, but have them be willing to fall back pretty quickly and then play for faster retail, you know, like counter moves when 100 Thieves is going for their executes. I think that's something that works really well when a team starts to really over-aggress on that northern side, but it will be a different look immediately for 100 Thieves.
Smokes down.
Outlaw there for Timatino. That's the ult to back it up.
भाई push क्यों कर रहे हैं वो लोग मुझे ये नहीं समझ आ रहा
to that sniper rifle, so
there's been some thrifties in the water today.
Has been.
So, I mean, we saw what kind of rebound that created for Nongshim, that second map. Perhaps Arlos will be able to have something similar if they could get this one over the line before the moment. They're fully gambled onto the B site. And all of 100 Thieves not even looking to try to explore that angle. They just want to death ball this one. Now, starting to up the pace. Being diligent, clearing out all angles. Util going to be invested here just to get the scale forward.
Man.
Clear out the site. Didn't make it to upper, so they don't necessarily know that that's clear unless Timatino's position, but either way.
Spike planted.
5 players now to attempt to retake Cryo. He is on an island comparatively, and the full flash is going to be connecting with a haven't checked him until the very last moment. Alphas will be able to find that one. A couple kills going to be found in reply. Swerno does manage to collect his Vandal, but push forward through the smoke. He puts it to use, finds that kill, but gets near-sighted by Bang. Swings the corner and takes him down. It's decent damage. They're still unable to find the round win.
Yeah, for sure. And again, 100 Thieves is able to kind of suss out these eco rounds pretty well to avoid much in the way of serious damage. And the other thing, okay, so we'll see if Mibr Los kind of dives into sort of a more southern strategy, but kind of curious if maybe it's just more of a default. Yeah, this looks a bit more like what I'd like to see, and the reason being that it's a lot easier to defend against A-site hits if you have A-main control, and then arcade pushes can be really tricky unless they're really able to establish good control here like Timatino's doing.
Oh, hello.
Wow.
Not sure where you're going, Mazzino. Sprinting out, no idea where that Neon had gotten to. Meanwhile, drop down right in his face, and Hotspot greets him. Hop shot to the skull, Asana now dead. Trying to find a little bit more, but that's to run it back out of the equation now.
Trying
to make this a little bit easier as the orbital strike will stop him from getting the plant in play as well. Good time buying the rotation now coming in for Texas. Timatino riding up the rope, gets himself situated on the rafter. Looks like all of Mibr. They're good to try to push out a spawn side. Texas splitting away. It's going to be tough to try to hold this line though. A little bit of damage going to be suffered around the back there from Bang, but overall is able to avoid it. And Texas gun barrel should have been spotted. And yep, he's going to be able to have the one dead. Swing in the corner, second now eliminated as well. Cryo holding things down. Given that you have this operator, you now need to try to save it. On top of him. Left, right, and center, 100 Thieves. Fanning out, playing around each other gorgeously. Continue to find another massive round win as the operator is ripped out of the hands of Aspas.
Yeah, it's a really
grand
nice
finals हारेंगे ये लोग अगर
the Neon ult to create a bunch of space and a bunch of pressure that Mibr Los has to react to, and then a quick pivot over to the A site, which they had abandoned. So A main became open for you to just slow push through, and I think you're seeing a lot of the good ideas with the Cove.
I mean, that's never the reaction you want to see. On the other side of the stage.
That's that. I knew what you were doing before you did.
Hello, Bhargav bhai.
Not only that, but you're not even really giving him a sweat.
आप हार रहे हो, मैं भी हार रहा हूँ भाई.
They're toying with him. The game plan here is really, really good from 100 Thieves.
And now you've got Cryo inserted from that arcade side, intercepts Verno. Sees the connect, pulling Tex over to the side, out into the open, Decade down. Asana collects the kill. And Cryo not quite going to be able to win this one out, so weapon can be collected. But he's not going to get the chance to use it in this round at the very least.
Nah.
And again, just went back around. Okay, I thought he was just going to hightail it out, save this one. Does manage to find a kill, but will not be able to retain it after all. As Timatino strikes him down. That's 6 already collected for 100 Thieves. Now that pressure is building up. If you're Mibr Los, to have to invest that second time out.
One of those situations where on a map that can be difficult on the defender side, you really want to try to eke out every advantage possible here in this first half. So Might be not too long before Fraud has to get involved again, but I mean, okay, again, you're on an eco, so 100 Thieves. 100 Thieves has a great read. They know exactly what Mibr Los wants to do before they do it. Here again, Aspas going to try to maintain that A main control. Will, at least with a little bit of a puff of the chest, thwart that initial attempt, but again, 100 Thieves, contact, rotate. If you don't like the look you get on the first one, go to plan B. Once again, Cryo, situated in an arcade, but he's not being aggressive with it, waiting for this Nightfall to clear some space for him, and he's looking for any stragglers on the outside of sight.
We'll plow forward, pinned to the corner. Verno able to hold his own, keeps himself alive, eats a little bit of damage. Heals are there. Zeno being top back up. Has the Seekers, but it's going to be the spray and pray, actually. He's having a solid idea of where Bora would be. He's able to find that kill, and bang, going to be distracted by the tripwire. It's getting struck down. Now suddenly, it is just Cryo. Saying, well, maybe I don't go up the rope. Just get sucked in behind this box. But they're dialed in, ready to multi-man swing.
Nice.
It's a big round from Tex.
अच्छा निकाला.
To get Mibr a second round win on the board.
Well, I think here as 100 Thieves, you're probably a little bit frustrated with that round. That
मैं शराब देता हूँ एक दिन आप ऐसे ड्यूल के सीसी बनोगे. अरे.
Oh my God! It was all just through the high tide. I mean, just understanding where players might be on that site.
Finger crossed.
Spamming through, so
finger crossed.
you're going to have to be a little bit more disciplined here with your positioning. As 100 Thieves behind that high tide, it seems so safe with how much it covers, but the way that players have gotten so good at spamming through smokes, not the safety
एक
that you
मिनट.
like.
अगर मैंने ये बोला था कि 100 Thieves जीतेगी तो 100 Thieves जीत रही थी, राइट? और अगर मैं अभी बोलूं कि Mibr अच्छा खेलेगी जीतेगी, तो क्या Mibr जीतेगी?
Gotta grab that spike and
Mibr getting pinched from north side. You have to feel very comfortable. Mibr lost it. The spike is going to be heading more towards B.
For sure. And I wonder if 100 Thieves is going to have that comfort to try to take the zip, but I mean, it's being cleared by Cryo here. He did check it, but instead they're just going to try for the crunch again. That same 4-1 split.
भाई एक हाली मत छोड़ियो
You
प्लीज.
can lean so heavily towards this B side. Aspas's position is so deep.
अच्छा ये पे है बंदे.
3 players.
B पे नहीं है.
There's the spam, and Zekin will get himself on the board. Showstopper now going to be online.
Mibr.
Losing out from here is 100 Thieves.
Mibr.
Less and less likely.
Mibr. Nah, man.
He's going to be invested. No players at Canteen.
Mibr.
Able to get the blind on those players. They're still able to trade that back. Just how Stopper up and over the top, and Bora! Oh, he sniped him out of the sky! It felt like Zekin was staring at Asuna for an age, but he still never managed to get the rocket out. We're now over to spare their blushes, the quick peek, the shot. Now Aspas to clutch it out. Swap of the weapon, knows exactly where Cryo is. The defuse being held, but the swing is there.
Oh, भाई aim एकदम head पे था उसका.
He's just so favored in that position.
यार.
Denies him the heroics, denies him that clutch.
Anti.
The struggle will continue.
अगर ये 1v1 निकल जाता ना, माँ कसम मजा आ जाता.
As Mibr, you play this really nicely. The macro is really, really good. The setup there to get that extra little bit of space for Aspas to take some map control for you. And then you're trading well, you get the opening kill through the smokes again. And even though, okay, you lose one to the Reckoning, you have that showstopper, but you can't pull the trigger fast enough before Vora takes you out of the equation. Money's getting dire here for Mibr low, so only a stinger for Zekin. Just uses showstopper.
Early damage again, though, on the Timotino. He's got 2 HP this time.
He doesn't. He's a neon, bro. 2 HP is 100 HP.
2 HP is 100 HP. वाह क्या बात है. Mibr को क्यों पहला?
It is actually very scary.
Stiff breeze would be enough to just.
चित्री है भाई Mibr.
Tripwire, even.
Yeah. Very true. Could end up being the case. He's going to still put his life on the line, trying to play that entry. Asuna making some noise over here. Gets that smoke out. Grabs the orb. One charge away from another run it back. Meanwhile, Timotino making that noise. Vaughn having to be cleared. So far, Texas position going to be scouted. Watching over towards main. Swing out now, they know about it. It's going to be Messina from behind, able to strike him down. But look at the kills immediately in reply. 100 Thieves able to find two. The blind connecting, and Bora profiting. Finds himself a 3K.
क्या बोलूं मैं इधर
अब? Looking for that spot out. Didn't manage to see him, but
7-2.
Should be decently suspicious that they're going to be tucked.
Well, and it gives you so much time to position yourselves in these annoying crossfires. High-low between the left and the right. One in main, one in drop. I think it's got to be a save.
Save कर लो हाँ भाई.
Absolutely has to be. You've got no further.
Support करके पेल रहे हैं आप. अरे क्या ही करूं पर मैं यार 100 Thieves को बोल रहा हूँ जीतोगे तो जीत रहे वो लोग. मैंने बोला कि ये जीतेगी MIBR जीतेगी तो ये लोग हार है तो अब क्या कर सकता हूँ मैं इसमें.
With a round win, with the lead that they have established, 8-2. This is just, I mean, very similar to what we were seeing.
मैं क्या करूं जॉब छोड़ दूं?
On that breeze, it's just dominance.
Yep, and it's likely to continue because 100 Thieves is into an alt cycle and MIBR Los is not. Like, you're one away from the Nightfall, you're like 2 away from an overdrive here, you already have a neural theft, whereas I think the closest any MIBR player is like 2 or 3 away from their next alt, so I think you need to take a thought about this as MIBR, and they will. Absolutely the right call, because I don't know. I mean, what's got to be frustrating again right now is I've seen a couple rounds where some of the macro ideas are pretty good for MIBR Los, and they're still losing. I mean, that's when you know you're in real trouble. Is when you outcall your opponent and you still are losing rounds. I mean, it's not all the time. I'd say 100 Thieves still has an advantage.
Yeah.
But it is Fracture, and I expect the attackers to have that advantage.
Yeah, I mean, that is another consideration. Obviously, attacker side of this map, a lot of times we're going to be seeing the teams finding their, you know, the highest round counts there, but 4 on the defender side still feels really rough. You have to have one hell of an attacker's side, but the shots just haven't really been connecting.
Yeah. Other than when they spam through smokes.
Yeah. So unless they're going to really be able to get warmed up, I'm right there with you. Feeling like this might just be curtains for Fracture.
And Breeze is a map that 100 Thieves is very good at. They've already won on it here in EWC. They beat MIBR Los on it back in Americas, so does not get any easier the rest of the way. So these are very crucial rounds. Like borderline must wins, and you're on an ego with Osbos on an operator. Ooh, he's ready for that.
They're ready for it this time. Timotino avoiding taking that early damage. They're the Prowler as well. They know that it's multi-man presence today.
There.
But again, look at the calling. Rotating Ospass over, trying to get that operator in a position before they can get clustered for this attack onto B. So again, MIBR Los do have the right read. They're rotating around the map properly. Just a matter of can they do anything about it. Inverno says, yes, we can. Bang going to be taken down in second, able to find another. That Bucky picking out Timotino. Going up. Peek forward from Asuna. Look at the heels going through as Zekin desperately trying to tag these players at Canteen. Asuna scaled forward. Back of Jen. He's able to clean up 2 eliminations there. And now they're just parting ways. Split through the defender's spawn. 100 Thieves get themselves over to an open A site.
Tech should be able to scoop up a gun. There he goes. Okay.
Spike
Still
planted.
a chance here. No targets for that neural theft though, but Vora, excuse me, sitting on that Nightfall.
Second has jumped the trip.
Oh.
He managed to leap over it, I think, with a satchel. But swing timing from Cryo is absolutely gorgeous. Now Zekin is all alone. Opens the door for the check, trying to see if he can catch him there in the back, but he's already repositioned, and now he's got no clue, no real idea.
चलो
Cryo on the jump peak.
गोल तो आ चुका है.
He's making a distraction for Vora to kill him from on high. A 9th round win for 100 Thieves. And we might
कुछ मत बोलो, यही सबसे बड़ा सपोर्ट होगा.
half.
ठीक है भाई, कुछ नहीं बोलूंगा.
That guy's got to like what he's seeing. An Asuna fan, and he is having a great map. All of 100 Thieves is. So this is another round, and now I'm starting to piece together like the backup plans for 100 Thieves. Like, well, if we can't get on B site, pressure Canteen and see what we can make happen out of it. We've seen it a couple rounds where they've been able to utilize that space effectively because Mibr Los isn't really putting counter pressure there consistently, and they've been able to scale up in towards the defender spawn. I was going to talk a little bit about some conditioning, but ooh, Timatino.
Considering going for the swing, but let's think better of it.
Ambitious.
Takes a more measured approach. Does open up for the orb to get taken. So Verno now, orbital strike back online. Camera. Spawning out a double player exploration on the north side.
My fracture.
Not going to be waited out.
MIBR नहीं select किया था खेलने के लिए कि भाई हम खेलेंगे fracture.
Verno not quite able to find the punish. The overdrive is going to be called in. Sprints the corner, finds the headshots. Cryo gets rid of Mazzino. And now the Neural Theft to reveal the final two players. It's the last round of the half. They have to try to play this out. But it's a 2v5.
Spike planted.
To simply get up to 3, and Bang is already in the back lines.
Ye comeback.
Looking for a monstrous flank. Tex has already swung the corner,
comeback
so he will go for the
hota
strike. Can't get break of that line of sight, but Tex is just going to be overwhelmed very quickly as Cryo
comeback तो नहीं
होगा. Final kill 10-2.
Comeback नहीं होगा. उन लोग को 3 मैच जीतनी है बस.
They do very much the same.
102 score.
Very good stuff from them, top to bottom. Outplayed in a lot of regards. Few moments from Mibr Los, but not much.
Now, few and far between. This would have to be a monstrous comeback. Obviously has to start from the pistol, but otherwise it might be time to just let this fracture go and focus up for your opponent's map pick. Could just end up being one of those circumstances where you've really overcompensated for your enemy's map selection based on what you expect to be in the draft. But for Mibr's sake, you have to hope that that's the case and that they're going to have a very strong breeze.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's still a lot
comeback
to work on
nahi
here
ho
for
raha.
Mibr Los, a lot of confidence that 100 Thieves has, but we're going to send it down to the stage. Lou has a very special guest with Mibr's performance coach.
Thank you, boys. Et en effet, c'est un petit peu compliqué pour Mibr sur cette carte de Fracture. It's been tough for the boys here on Fracture, but I'm now joined by Fernando, the Mibr manager, and I wanted to ask you, because we are all wondering, is it about babysitting? Is it about being a dad, being a friend, especially in tough times? How do you help the boys? What does your job consist in those tough times, for instance?
Yeah, it's definitely not about babysitting or spoiling. I'm actually against it. We like to give them autonomy.
ये खत्म तो नहीं बोलेंगे अभी एक और मैच है अगर वो मैच में इन लोग ने निकल दिया तो डिसाइडर खेल सकते हैं ये लोग.
So I feel like despite this score we're going to be fighting together, we're supporting each other, and we're going to go back either in this map or the others.
Doesn't matter indeed. Donc première question, dans ces moments un peu compliqués, toi en tant que manager, comment tu arrives à les aider? Moi je suis pas du tout pour le babysitting, pour gâter un peu mes joueurs. Au contraire, c'est des joueurs qui sont très responsables, très professionnels. Donc que ce soit sur cette map là ou la prochaine, dans tous les cas, ça ira. And I wanted to get to know a little bit more your players, because you have all the insights, right? Who's like the high maintenance in the team? Who's maybe, the clown? Who wakes up the latest? What do you have to share with us?
All right, definitely the high maintenance is Verno, for sure. Like, he really likes the things his way, and it's really funny, and we learn to like him a lot, and it's funny. And I feel like I think the funniest are probably Ziken and Tex. They are so chill about it. And Mazzino and Aspas are so focused. So yeah, they're professional.
Professionals indeed. Ziken and Tex, the clowns. I wouldn't have expected that. Thank you so much for joining me. Obrigada. Fernando, let's see.
भाई बड़ा गंदा लगा मेरे को ये.
Let's see indeed. An arduous task ahead of them has been done.
Guys, जो भी देख रहा है लाइक मारो, सब्सक्राइब करो और पोल डाला है मैंने. MIBR जीतेगी 100 टीम्स. पोल में आप कर सकते हो पोल भाई. क्या ही बोलूं, सिलेक्ट कर सकते हो. कौन जीतेगा अब तो पता ही है कौन जीतेगा. Of course 3 मैचों में नहीं जाने देंगे ये लोग.
For sure. And again, players who have won global trophies before. Hoping to see them bounce back a little bit. Timatino, a little bit of damage, but nothing too concerning there. As the rest of MIBR
pistol match
gathering on the north side. If you eliminate Mazzino here,
you might be able to find a good
attacking पे लोग कैसे जीतेंगे 3 मैच.
Coming through. So they're going to try to bail him out, but no, Timatino not going to overstep, doesn't check for anything further. Oh, I say that, and then he's going to go sliding into the open, and he's still able to find another kill. Even tags Verno.
भाई अटैक करके 3 बंदों के सामने 1 kill लेके गया वो.
7-1. Arsenal now going to be making some noise, but he's got backup. Jump to the corner, Tex. Gonna backpedal away, join in with the rest of the team down onto the site. Playing forward. Wanted to find a time to push up into the smoke, but Cryo more than
चलो
prepared.
GG's.
Finds the kill. Verno and Aspas now have to try to hold the line. He's burning to death. Turn to the flash, but turn back. Verno gonna be able to find a second, but nothing more. 100 Thieves already sticking to the fuse. We'll move up 11 to 2.
खत्म है ये मैच, खत्म है.
Now, it's gonna have to
Next
come down to a
next round next match पे देखना पड़ेगा भाई
This is
कौन
a
जीतता
great
है.
draw up of your pistol round by 100 Thieves because a couple things going on here. Obviously, Timotino winning the fights the way he did, very, very impactful. Gives you that man advantage. But more than that, allowing that Neon to be there, it has kind of an escape valve built into it, right? As the Neon, you can just run away, easy money. And the other thing is you have a lot of util on that 4-player stack. Like as soon as I see this retake coming, I'm looking over there. You got a Seize, you got a Flash, you got a Kurt, you got a Molly. You've got all the Harbor util still left in the bag. That's so much to clear the site. You're probably gonna have the Haunt and Cycle. So like, that's a really cool pistol with this comp you're running. It makes it so difficult as the attackers to really break through.
Well, there's that force bind. First player on MIBR will fall. Tailwind up into the tower. Cryo again, pole position to find that shutdown.
Flag destroyed.
It goes out, curveball on the corner. Verno waits it out, but it's going to be banging. Cryo still finding these eliminations. This things just go from bad to worse. 100 Thieves have full reign onto this map. MIBR
GG's.
absolutely smothered, overwhelmed at every twist and turn.
Yep.
और इसी के साथ मेरा खाना आ
right
चुका है
now a
guys.
skill difference in particular, but some good reads
तो
too.
अब हम थोड़ा खाना भी खाएंगे. थोड़ा क्या
Just
खाना
100
खाएंगे
Thieves
भाई,
look
बस.
much more locked into the server right now.
I mean, take Ospas and seconds kills. Add it to Mazzino's. That's how much Mazzino's got.
Yeah, that's how many Bang has on the other side. He's their weakest player on 100 Thieves.
Yeah. This has just been a masterclass to watch. As Aspas, caught by that Seize, dragged into the open, still gonna be able to find one before, just sprays and prays, cleans up both of the duelists, and again, how are you meant to entry when they just keep on dying? Cannot stay alive!
GG's!
GG on the map, go next!
It just incredible preparation and individual performances here from 100 Thieves. NBS and Dune Bros have this team clicking here in Paris, and they are well situated to keep on keeping on, potentially be facing Nongshim up next. Scary looking team here at EWC.
I mean, yeah. Two teams that have now on the very same day absolutely destroyed their opponents. Granted, one was a map 3, this is a map 1. But if this is going to continue for 100 Thieves, and even if you are Nongshim coming off the high of that win, you're probably going to get brought back down to reality pretty quickly.
खत्म हो गया मैं तो.
Are looking fantastic.
खत्म हो गया मैं तो क्या हुआ?
And get the thoughts from the desk.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Incredible run from 100 Thieves, 13-2, and you can see the elation on their faces. Kakuka,
भाई 13-2 मारा ये लोग.
Potentially, there was
मैंने भी अभी इतना वो नहीं किया था.
Portion. What went down? What did you see behind the scenes?
Well, first of all, I will say I had no idea that this was going to happen. I kind of wanted 100 Thieves to come and surprise and have this kind of performance after seeing Doom Bros just being very happy that they decided to pick the Fracture. When we jump into the map, I don't know if I am very EMEA pilled, but Athena, can you tell me why MIBR does not push on the defense like anywhere?
Unfortunately, that's the MIBR special.
But then why do you
love
pick it?
to play passive. I don't know why they like to do that. They like to play those retake scenarios, and it just never works out for them. I don't know what it is.
Can we ask a little bit about the 2 stars that you said they dropped the bag on? Yeah. Ospas and Zekin had a combined, 3 kills and 20 deaths at the end of the first half. How do you shut down 2 superstars like that?
Apparently they can shut down themselves. Now, no. Seriously, Timotino at the beginning of the round, in so many of those, you could just see him waiting for the perfect
one-sided
moment,
कौन करता है
waiting for
हारता
the
है
aggression to come forward. That push and pull, they won it in every single one of the scenarios. Text was everywhere in the
one-sided.
I feel like from
किसी को हारना तो है नहीं पर
see like moments where I'm like, okay,
इन लोग ने स्टार्टिंग में ही बहुत गंदा खेल लिया ना I mean डिफेंडिंग पे ये लोग डिफेंड नहीं कर पा रहे थे
They couldn't get past the util. Cryo was just
MIBR वाले तो भाई अटैकिंग में तो ऑफ कोर्स नहीं ही होगा.
It's been a fun ride, a fast ride so far for the 100 Thieves fans. Bang's mom is all smiles up there. We got Auntie Mary in the building cheering on her nephew. But for now, we got to check in with another young man. He goes by the name of Shanks, my favorite dolphin turned human turned pro player now turned streamer. Shanks, how we feeling, buddy?
I'm not feeling too good right now, honestly, because MIBR, ever since the roster came out, they had such high hopes, but I mean, it seems like they just keep disappointing. But I mean, we still have 2 more maps to go. I'm hoping they can win the next 2, but first map, their map pick looked brutal.
Now, you were one of my favorite duelists to watch back when I was working on First Strike, some of the early Valorant competitions. I've been watching your stream ever since. Have you ever been shut down the way we just saw those 2 gentlemen in Zekin and Ospas?
I mean, yeah, there's definitely a couple of rough games that we had, but
भार्गव भाई आपने खा लिया क्या खाना?
Like that?
Yeah, like that.
मैं तो मेरी डाइट चल रही है तो टाइम पे खाना खा रहा हूँ.
Okay, so who do you think needs to turn up either the monitor or themselves for the next map for MIBR to be able to?
I mean, if MIBR need to win, Aspas and Zekin cannot play like that. I mean, they have to be at the top of the scoreboard. Well, at least one of them.
वही सोच रहा था मैं.
Feeling it, I don't see a world where they win map 2.
No, I gotta. No. You gotta give us details, okay?
Yeah,
how does MIBR win this? How do they win this next map? What do they need to change? Tell us.
Well, what is map 2?
You got us.
Who's got us?
It's Breeze.
Honestly, if it's Breeze, then I think Verno's gonna have us. I mean, when Verno has a good game, MIBR usually win. Like Verno's like the X factor on this team, I feel like.
That's what we're looking for.
Verno is the player to watch for MIBR. Shanks could be seen on his co-stream. Thanks for joining us live in Paris.
Thank you.
That is Shanks. For now,
अभी
we
खाना निकाल दे.
some of the best plays from the other side of the
निकालने
stage.
जा रहा था.
Who originally played
फिर खाना खाऊंगा.
still rocking on the starting lineup. These are the best moments from Asuna.
These were insane. I mean,
Asuna,
he's been so good on this Phoenix team. We've known he's been playing so good on this agent, both mechanically and with that fragging power. But on this map, it looked absolutely insane. Not only was he so good getting those kills, this kill was insane, by the way, getting those 2. That's the kind of things where we're like, they just shut them down. And honestly, it doesn't even make sense. It's kind of freaky the way that they did it. But also his util has been phenomenal. You can see in this clip, actually, using that double wall, flashing through it to set himself up for success. Nobody saw it coming, and that's why this comp works so well for this team.
Selfishness it's a delicate subject when you go into a team game, right? But when you
1-1 हो जाए तो final round में मजा है. हाँ भाई.
Roles that are very self-isolating and very servicial at the same time. You're at the mercy of the rest of your team. Seeing him play.
पर भाई अब मैं ये सोच रहा हूँ.
How many of those replays did you see him with anybody else? He is creating the opportunities for himself. Those walls, especially once you get into the postman scenario,
attacking
are
आएगा ना अभी.
incredibly valuable. And you have Harvard, you've got
100 Thieves का डिफेंडिंग पे ये लोग कैसे जीतेंगे? क्योंकि MIBR को तो डिफेंडिंग और अटैकिंग अभी.
But he was doing it for the rest of the team.
The OG is still doing it, but it's the new guy, Timotino, that we got to show some more highlights from. You kept screaming his name in the green room, Athena. Why does this guy excite you so much? What is it about Timotino's game that was working in map 1?
He's just been so good. His movement on the Neon has been kind of gross. And of course, he's been popping off. I mean, this guy, when you think about it, before the start of this year was a rookie. He just came up from Challengers, getting into this squad, but he's been doing so good. We saw him fall off a little bit towards the end of stage 1, just being a little bit more quiet. But it feels like he's finally been unleashed.
भार्गव भाई ने जैसे बोला 1-1 हो जाना
The
चाहिए.
amount of times that he's just flanking them as well has been so good.
In so many of these occasions, he's never too concerned about opening an angle, and every single time that MIBR opened one, he was on the other side. You could just see it here in the replay. A lot for him to celebrate, because a brilliant performance in a map that, as we were saying, it was MIBR's pick.
Martino thanking the fans
भाई
for
क्या
all their
audience है
support
यार
throughout the group
हाँ ना
stages, now able to perform for them
पेरिस में
in
हो रहा है
our
ये पता
knockout
है
rounds. Can they secure their spot in the final four? They're one map away. As we take a look at Breeze, it'll be MIBR choosing to attack, but this is 100 Thieves map pick. Athena, how do you throw your own map pick if you're 100 Thieves right here?
If you throw it, you're just not going aggressively. You're not playing with the confidence that you just played in that first map. I don't see a world where they throw it. I do see a world, though, where MIBR finally comes back online and realizes that they have to wake up.
भाई सीट फिर भी खाली है.
Fracture was a mistake. As we always say, it's time to push it under the rug and just focus on what's in front of you. As we said, we have all of the first seeds that have lost their opening encounters and actually gone home. The last one standing is 100 Thieves. For MIBR, the race starts now. It has to start at this very moment.
We are a few moments away from kicking off this next map in the STC Arena. For now, though, let's go find out what's going on in the Club Championship. We have Ginny with Apex Legends over in the Qiddiya City Grid.
इनका तो एक गोली में खत्म हो जाता है. किनका एक गोली में खत्म हो जाता है.
Qiddiya City Grid, where temperature is rising and the competition is getting heated too. So Glitter, what's going on over here?
All right, we have a lot to talk through today because it's day 4 of the competition.
All right.
It's our survival stage, which means we've already eliminated 6 teams yesterday. 14 teams have made their way through to our match point finals.
Okay.
Today, there are 20 teams left, all fighting for only 6 remaining spots. We're eliminating 14 teams. And in this survival stage, we have Aurora Gaming, we have Gen G, and we have VP, all teams that could be CC eligible if they were able to make their way through to the next stage of the competition. And they would, in theory, be facing off against teams that have already made their way through, the likes of Team Falcons, Team Liquid, and we also have Elite Esports, who could be CC eligible if they are able to get that top 8 finish as well. So there are a lot of teams that we're currently tracking here, and I honestly have no idea how it's going to go.
जाना पड़ेगा बाद में तो. हाँ कोई नहीं.
Honestly, I'm loving that. It's been kind of the same over for us on the Valorant stage. Vitality just getting eliminated. Like, what is going on for these heavy hitters this year? I have absolutely no clue, but we're going to keep you updated in the loop, so see you around.
यार ये एड्स में मैं बोर हो जाता हूँ ऐड देख के. अगर अर्ली एनिमेट हो गया तो कोई नहीं. अच्छा से खेलना. बेस्ट ऑफ लक.
Always viewed him as an extremely professional player. Really like to show up early to practice, things like that.
Very friendly since the start. Even when he's dead and he's doing that coming, saying stuff for you to do, really good.
I think what makes Zekin such a special player is his mind for the game. He's someone that can process information very quickly. He's also someone that retains information and knows how to regurgitate it to his teammates and explain a lot more. So just someone that you know that you can count on.
It out, seat's going to be on. Showstopper now going to be set. Diving forward. Second quickly collects.
हाथ गर्म करना पड़ेगा. दूसरे फोन में चालू है स्ट्रीम. चैट नहीं होगा. हाँ कोई नहीं यार.
For every click, every clutch,
प्रैक्टिस अच्छे से करो. जीतो.
We were there for the years of grind, and we're here now.
Full try hard करना भाई.
Founding partner of EWC, powering the biggest event in gaming, shoulder to shoulder with the world's best, making history. Greatness deserves a stage. Lenovo Legion, reach your impossible.
What's up, everyone? I'm here with CEO and heartbeat of Sentinels. It's Mr. Rob Moore. How's it going, Rob?
It's going very well.
We are having the America's battle here, 100 Thieves and MIBR. You're still here. Who are you cheering for?
Who are we rooting for, guys?
Who are we rooting for? So obviously Sentinels will be here next week with League of Legends. How's the stage look, and how epic will it be to see Sen City on the stage?
This is awesome. Although it's a little sad that EU lost all their matches.
They did.
Except, oh wait, when they played each other, they won.
Yeah.
And the only way you can knock an America's team out is make them play each other. But everybody's here rooting for Zekin and MIBR.
Also, one of the cool things that you've had, your super fans had time over at the Eiffel Tower, and this couple got engaged. Yeah? Isn't that crazy? How did you make that happen?
So we were organizing fans to have an outing to go to the Eiffel Tower. He kind of tipped us off that he had this as a plan. So while they were there, we took photos with everybody, and then we said, okay, everybody can have some time to go take some photos on your own. And while they were off on their own, they got engaged.
Engaged. Love in Sen City, everyone.
Congratulations to them.
And
Hello, Firebird. Kya haal chal?
They put on their tweet. What? They said they got Sengaged.
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 Everyone. Congrats.
Nice wordplay. Crazy. हाँ क्या एडिट है ये भाई साहब क्रेजी एडिट रे क्या कर रहे हो फायरबर्ड आजकल दिख नहीं रहे
Paris, France, we are ready for the second match here in the final quarter-final showdown. 100 Thieves on match point going up against MIBR. And the bad news for the Brazilians, you are playing on 100 Thieves map choice. We're headed to Breeze, and it's time to find out which agents are locking in. We got Athena and Kakuka on the mic. Athena, expectations. Have these two teams met up on this map? And who's had the edge in the past?
Not recently, but both these teams do play the Breeze. They do play the mirror matchup as well. So I think that's what I'm going to be looking at, is basically the confidence coming in from 100 Thieves after a 13-2. It's definitely part of the momentum, and the agents are actually going to be
stream pe.
Yeah, we're talking about momentum, and we're talking about comfort, talking about a very good warm-up, as we expect almost the same agents for the most important and key pieces. Bang is going to stick onto that harbor, and no surprises so far, if I'm not mistaken, on the agents elect, right?
Yeah, this is mirror matchup, same as what they've both played before. This makes a lot of sense for both of these teams, but we talked a little bit about this earlier, about the double duelists from MIBR. They really need to step up here.
Yeah, I think that let's think about winners that we've had, okay? Let's think about the non-shims of the world. Let's think about how aggressive they are into this Breeze. I need to see MIBR step it up. I want to see them with the attitude of last map did not happen. You are not in our heads, and we're about to get on yours. Just running around with Zekin, creating those opportunities, putting a lot of pressure onto mid.
The good thing is about MIBR is Zekin has enabled Ospas before to just be more aggressive, a very good version of himself with those flashes. So I'm really looking to see those double duelists running it down together, holding hands, essentially using the power of friendship. But on the other side, I mean, we've seen Timotino Nasuna already pop off. I'm looking at players like Bang to just make sure that keeps going, as well as Cryo, who's been so good on that Senti role.
From America to Korea, now here in France, we hand it over to our casters, the wonderful Seth and Paper Thin.
28 को
Thank you very much. I like that.
Compartment exam, बस उसकी तैयारी और family issue.
It doesn't matter. But yeah, what does matter is MIBR Los. They are up against the ropes, and they need to win this out because 100 Thieves looking dominant on Fracture.
Family issue तो भाई अपन
13-2. Now we
थोड़ा
go
personally में बात करते हैं.
to see if MIBR
पर exam के लिए best of luck.
To see if they can take this all the way to a third and final map, or if this is just going to be them getting overwhelmed and annihilated with an exit from EWC.
Yeah, and you have very, very concerning signs for MIBR Los there. A decent flash to at least force Cryo off the angle, and he just really can't take this fight. He's on his own, so has to play a bit for retake. So once again, 100 Thieves, we saw in Fracture, play these retakes very, very nicely. Going to be coming in with a lot of their util. Still one hot hands for Zekin, but no flashes available. There is the relay bolt.
Cross able to find one. Stun's going to be connecting though, and Timatino's able to run him down. 1-to-1 trade, but quite a bit of damage suffered on the side of 100 Thieves. Hard on the Cove. Not a delay here, the wall to fall, and so too shall Timatino as Mazzino's able to find Asuna as well. Swing in the corner, fadeaway shot.
Oh, nice, bro.
Okay, Mibr Los get themselves a pistol round win.
Crazy nikla.
Yeah, just able to
Crazy nikla ye match.
Kind of stack a couple different angles around those
ऐसा ही
pyramids.
खेलते रहे बस.
I would have liked to have seen maybe a flash through some of those smokes from the side of 100 Thieves, but just not really able to. Able to spam down the Cove shield very quickly. And ooh, Zeno, again, a hot round. That's exactly what the doctor ordered there. Mibr Los, no buy up to speak of for 100 Thieves, and pretty decent investment. A couple pistols though. Do have that Ghost and that Sheriff. Otherwise the Bulldog and the Vandal, so looking to maybe a pretty powerful bonus potentially too.
Backpedal, clean shot from Tech. Finds himself a second before he gets overwhelmed.
Hello.
Sheriff in the hand now for Timatino, but
Nice, right?
very crisp shots there from the Cypher. Just about halfway towards having that neural depth online. It's a quick little reassessment of the plant spot.
Spike planted.
That left side pillar smoke now cycled forward, blocking off main, so even a peek at the window, not going to be able to find much of anything.
Yeah, 100 Thieves looking more like they just want to play for some exit frags here. Not necessarily try to contest this unless Mibr Los really oversteps early. So far, though, playing it mostly close to the vest. Mazzino with that, just that Ghost wants to
Tex ने बढ़िया खेला यार, दो निकाल दिए.
but he's still lurking around. He doesn't mind dying here. Get into that reckoning as well, so gonna keep pushing that space. It's just on the response from 100 Thieves.
Swing is there from Timatino. They'll end up falling. Double face about to be there through the window. Cryo will fall, and yep, Mora's got to very much do the same.
Nice.
Given no option, no chance to try to work their way into that spike eruption, they do just fall, and it's a very clean 2-0 start off the anti-eco.
Well, now NBS not looking as happy. A little bit of a kind of rough start. Hoping to maybe do a little bit more damage in that eco, but not going to be found. And let's see, looks like a fast B hit here from Mibr Los, and it's going to be just on to Cryo. All alone there on that B site. So it's going to have to be like fast rotates from the side of 100 Thieves. Slowed it down a little bit, though.
Mora, the first one to arrive on the scene. We'll spray over to the side. Nothing going to be found there. Drone be sent out, try to scout, but it's going to be Cryo playing in front of that. He ends up getting caught. Tex now, again, finding value. It's a shutdown from Timatino, and this is looking good for the bonus conversion. 5 players strong. Asuna needing to try to breach his position, but he's just slow swinging in. They will get the reckoning out of him. They will get a kill.
Nice.
Flawless, but that's about it for 100 Thieves. 3-0 start.
Bro.
Mibr Los
Congratulations for green screen. अरे यार इसमें क्या
congratulations
करने का.
They came out onto the stage and they were fired up. Like they were trying to get the crowd behind them. Tex and Zekin came out here, swinging their arms, yelling at the crowd, trying to get them behind them. This is exactly what they need to do. And they have converted a bonus on their attacker's side. And so for 100 Thieves, after being so dominant on Fracture, and then coming into your map, Pick a Breeze, which has been good for you. You've beaten this Mibr team before in not super distant memory. And already, Aspas did take some damage, though. Okay, Mazzino takes Asuna out of the equation.
Just watching for that push. Phoenix down, 0-4-0 start here. Significantly quieter for Asuna thus far. And with all that pressure, that kill on that side of the map, 100 Thieves have completely evacuated B. Cryo not even going to be watching for that mid-cross. Almost certainly would have died, but at least gotten some information. So instead, they're just going to have to rotate over once the spike does get planted or once they walk into one of these trips. Starting to get that read now.
Shocks aren't going to get either trip, though.
Not get anybody in position to actually punish. The answer is going to be no. So a bit more of a default plant here for Mazzino. Ping reveal onto one, but damage is not going to be found quite just yet. Second, nicely dialed in, trying to find these players over at Arches. Will be able to find the one.
Nice!
They all just swing together.
Crazy, bhai.
And in the end, it is a flawless.
Crazy.
Mibr Los not dropping the ball.
No, and this is,
ऐसे करते हैं
again,
ना?
simple stuff. Throw a little bit of a fake, throw up your high tide, over on the A side, and then a
अपने
quick
फेस
pivot
रिवील
over
किया
to the B
था
side.
तब से I have planned to gift you green screen on your birthday, but अब कुछ और सोचना पड़ेगा. अरे यार कुछ नहीं चाहिए, कुछ नहीं चाहिए gift. कुछ नहीं चाहिए. क्योंकि क्या भाई क्या ही बोलूं यार. जब तू अर्न करने लगेगा ना तब gift दे देना.
Mazzino getting close
अभी
to
मत
another
दे.
reckoning. Asuno went away, so some key pieces available for both squads, but just a matter of getting there. Is another different look from Mibr Los, this time pushing in through that elbow. Haven't really explored that. Now Vora is aware and keeping his eye onto it, but this B site relatively weakly defended, so see how much they want to contest.
And no Cypher setup here. Can't get the full forces rotating quite just yet in case there's that late lurk. Cryo giving it a cursory glance, but now has to start trying to make his way over. Ospas, however, putting himself in a dangerous position with the drone up over the top. Gets the ping reveal, and that's going to be him dead. Able to find that kill with the Reckoning. Going to be sent out. You mentioned it, Mazzino building that very quickly for the second. It's going to be Zekin able to find Asuna, but now it's Tex all alone. Jump up into the cage. Well, what a clutch this would be. It looks for that second kill, cannot find it. Vora will strike big around from him. 100 Thieves will get themselves on the board.
Yes, sir. Firebird.
This is a potential momentum
जब
swinger
ऑन
here
करेगा
because
तब
two
देना.
ults are used in that round by
अभी कोई
MIBR.
नीड नहीं है.
The run it
अभी
back
मेरे को
and
कुछ
the
लेना होगा तो
reckoning.
मैं खुद ले लूंगा यार.
You're going to be able to now feel a little bit more comfortable. Good spot. Seen a couple good instances of Vora finding value with the utility to get at least pings out, kind of figure out what's going on with Mibr, but knocking Aspas out of the equation. And then really clean stuff behind that. This is something they were so good on Fracture. The retakes were incredible the few times we saw them. Didn't need to see them many, but they were very well thought out in my opinion. And now you're seeing a little bit more of that here. A lot more to tool around with.
Hunter's Fury trying to shut down some of this crunch. Gonna be unleashed. Verno not having his on counteract that. One of the kills from 100 Thieves are looking good. Set up on the wall from Bang on that swing. Will be dead with a neural depth. Caught with that util in hand. Nearly was able to get the gun. It is a bloodbath in this round. One that 100 Thieves are narrowly coming out on top of. Two of their own ults invested into this though. Looks like Vora maybe getting the read that he's going to go for this push up. But we'll get the news here in a second. As Verno just assessing the site. As well before he gets the spike in play.
Is he going to go all the way through spawn?
Oh, if he does, if he doubles back, they'll miss each other like ships in the night.
This is a very smart play.
A bit of a battle of the brains here at the moment. 100 Thieves, none the wiser. Incredibly smart rotation from Verno. Can he get the plant and then defend the spike from there?
एक बंदा निकल जाएगा
मजा
आएगा.
आएगा. This is a really nice setup for Asova. Can set up on A main.
Got the camera. Cryo just not toggling it at the moment. But have him right out in the open. But he's holding that elbow angle. So he's none the wiser. 10 seconds to spare as the spike gets planted. They realize they've gambled on the wrong side. Had it correct the first outing. They'll have to try. Fully assess where he's at. They do have the recon. So just lobbing that in towards back sight might be enough.
Mid से ही आएंगे. Mid से mid पे ही है दोनों.
What a monstrous play this would be from Verno. He's already done this so intelligently.
No.
Clear is in. The info gained.
5 seconds.
Double approach, back sight. Verno not quite going to go for that swing timing. Cage is going to be popped. Shock dart layered in. Has a second. A little bit of damage going to be found. The defuse. Held to half. Can't be stuck. Another shock out. Swing
nice.
in, and that's the round.
क्या निकाला रे? Crazy. Crazy clutch. Crazy clutch, bhai.
Outbrains 100 Thieves.
Every step of the way, he's outmaneuvering them. That is so good from the IGL of Mibr Los. Just outread them. Cryo maybe thinking, oh, maybe I should have tried to stick that. Might have had the opportunity, but
Crazy nikala.
with those double shocks, it was so concerning. The damage department felt like he had to go for the fight. That's devastating. Timotino will be able to go for the op as he cut funds.
Warno ne nikala. भाई दोनों टीम स्विच हो गई ना मैं क्रेजी मैं हो गया उदय भाई क्या हाल चाल
That's so scary now. It's 100 Thieves.
Texan, not quite as out of sight as you thought you were.
But
Bang, a couple shots now sent his way. Tries to set up a quick little wave. Launches that overdrive, slows down the approach ever so slightly, but the Stinger, okay, is going to be able to find the one. Looks for that second, but second will be able to sit him down. Meanwhile, Mizzino cleans up an elimination, snaps back Asuna on that ult. Big investment, and now Tex. The one into the back line, the one looking to be the monster.
Joke's over! You're dead!
So the second just looks to make this impossible. Loses the ult, the turn back though.
Yeah,
able to catch him, and what a botch that is from Tex. Suddenly a 3v3. Health bar is going to be taken low. There's a window of opportunity for 100 Thieves as Asuna swinging this corner is able to find the one. Hunter's Fear going to be called in. They end up making this damn expensive all the same as that final burst not quite going to connect. The defuse now being stuck. Mazzino swooping around for the back. Asuna scaled forward. And this time it's 100 Thieves. Scraping by, coming out on top.
बहुत गंदा भाई टैक्स ने हक दिया.
Goodness. I mean, it feels so uncomfortable the whole time for 100 Thieves, but it's that individual skill that once again wins them around that they probably shouldn't. Again, I liked the macro. Saw this a couple times on Fracture where I thought Mibr
भाई टैक्स ने बहुत गंदा हक दिया रे.
And Asuna able to tuck in there. That is really smart. Clearing into that corner, unexpected, because you're thinking that player is going to want to guard that defuse.
These last two rounds,
man,
just gorgeous micro on both sides. But Asuna now looking to try to get them back into this. And Reckoning, okay, fairly shallow, doesn't go actually towards main at all. Meanwhile, Tex trying to make up for the blunder in the previous round, is able to find it, so brings it back into a 4v4. And Bang is going to have to go hunting, and he's just not ready. Letting no credence to the idea that Tex could have just slotted himself against that wall. For now, though, looking for a backstab, and will be able to find him eventually. So we're back into a 3v3. Reckoning available for Mizzino, his third of this half.
You're going to be able to get Cryo's ult invested from A main here. Oh.
भाई वर्णों ने मारा भाई.
Here comes Cryo now on the arrival.
भाई
reveal, but Rifles a world away from this op. Reveal out for the flashes.
Nice.
Second. Keeping him in it. Peak looking for the shot, the slide across, doesn't have the gun at the ready. And trying to get this over the line with the op in hand. I mean, maybe if they line up for him. Jump peek the spot, and second will just run
nice
down.
One.
Going blow for blow. That might be our Loso, preventing 100 Thieves from running this back.
Yeah, this is just a misread from 100 Thieves.
Deciders आएगा. Deciders आ रहा है.
They're just not ready for Tex to be so quickly scaled up here. He basically wins this round. I mean, then, okay, so you catch him on the backside. It's a 3v3, but then a nice curveball there. Absolutely eliminates Cryo. You read how he's going to play off that neural theft beautifully.
I make up for it.
Decider जा रहा है.
You know what I mean?
That's exactly what I said. I'm glad that we're on the same page. That's the thing. You know, you guys out there watching, you're playing with your friends. You can have rounds like that where you should have.
Okay, time out है. मैं हाथ धो गया तो थोड़ा खाने वाले
मेरे साथ. No idea where you are, and then you whiff catastrophically, and so you make up for it.
That's true.
Just don't keep doing it. Get a big round the next one.
It's fine.
And they'll forgive you.
Yeah, it's totally fine. I mean, you know, as Mibr, it didn't cascade into anything serious, so you're going to bounce back from that no problem. I think as the coaching staff here for 100 Thieves, you got to talk a little bit more, I think, about the macro protocols, like in terms of if you're going to gain that A main control, what are you going to do off of that? How are you going to, you know, are you going to be a little bit more proactive in mid? I don't feel like they're really reacting to some of the negative space that's being given up by Mibr. So you need to be a little bit more proactive with that. But this round, probably not going to be the one where you're really going to want to do that because you're on an awfully thin eco.
And just 2 bandits alongside these classics. Overdraw from Aspas though. Good for the aggressive entry. And A side widely evacuated. Cryo tucking back over in the hall. They're going to look to try to flood retake this. Could just end up being a bit of a meat grinder though. Quick peek, the blind going to be connecting, but it's going to be Mazzino and Zekin finding the opening kills. Timatino and Bang will both fall to the wayside. Blaze wall situated. Asana trying to create some coverage. So they will be able to rotate over towards the spike, but get the defuse going. Looking to be damn near impossible for them. Especially as Zekin is able to find that kill. The enemy Phoenix now down.
I am that guy. Oh,
Zekin in with a third.
Bhai Saab. What a surprise it is. Wow. Oh my, crazy निकाल दिया ये भी. पांचों के पांच जिंदा वो लोग. और ये पांचों के पांच मर गए. क्या बात है?
They just get a 10-2 scoreline themselves.
Yeah, I mean they look like they're very much ready for it with how well they've been playing, and now a little bit of frustration.
Need a drop.
Showing from the 100 Thieves players. Probably feeling like this was our map. And we've been absolutely just running circles every time we guess that they leave.
ब्रीज तो 100 Thieves ने किया था. दोनों का ऐसा ही हो रहा है क्या? जिसने जो सिलेक्ट किया था उसमें खेल नहीं पा रहे.
Really accomplish much. Again, Eco though.
Well, Zekin sending the ult, but losing it very quickly. Push back over to Shop.
To get the ping onto Aspas, you know he's scaled forward here.
He can't misread this position again. Give him the freebie.
Ooh,
especially as Timatino with that op in hand.
Aspas just, I think, waiting for a sound cue to try to punish. Just looking for that mistake from Timatino.
Watch your eyes.
Well, they're trying to bait out something, but Vora does get one on sight.
Aspas continuing to scale. So it's going to be banging Vora. Eliminated Asana trying to maintain control of this corner, and he cannot.
Nice.
The plant to come through. Cryo still
2v4
ages
situation.
Away. Given that you have the op, surely the call is to go for the save. One shot
Save करेगा mostly.
And that's going to have to be it. The back pedal, a tuck away.
दोनों सेव कर रहे
win for Mibr Los.
अच्छा उनके पास है ही नहीं. उनका इकोनॉमी खराब है भाई.
I mean, this one looked good for 100 Thieves. Doing some damage, getting that opening kill, but quick response from Mibr Los on the B site. Aspas never really even had to activate. He was kind of just chilling in mid.
They just kept so much attention, and the others couldn't keep control. And now you absolutely can afford to hunt this op down, leg shot on the Tex.
Go, go, go.
Puts him to 29. It seems like they're not going to over pursue for this.
Nice one.
Oh, I think they absolutely should.
मजा आया.
Basically had him contained. But they will allow them to live.
Oh, just getting right in there. The Tex swung in from Link. So it's a well-coordinated hit. That mid-space, because of Aspas's position, able to be abused by Mibr Los. Because 100 Thieves got to be a little bit more aggressive. I'd like to see that op put into positions where it can contest some of that early space on the map. But it's being played pretty far back, pretty safe again here by Timatino. This round, Mibr Los probably thinking something similar, where they're expecting 100 Thieves to be maybe a little bit more proactive. Weaker buy again. You're only able to carry the 2 guns over. Vora did have enough for a Guardian. They're just so patient, willing to let the clock bleed out a little bit. They maybe have some inkling or got a spot on the Bang. Not sure which it is. They ping it out.
They're going to leave him alone on A, just a bandit. The operator now pivoted back towards B.
Bandit पे अगर ये
Inverted scenes. from that previous map.
He ले लिया ना भाई.
Bang quickly trying to work his way out to safety. Will be able to do so. Walls go up. Spike gets brought forward. Drone able to find the catch. Plenty of shots over towards him. Meanwhile, Tex intercepting. Cryo outdone.
Cryo.
Exit B. Asuna now dead. This is spray and pray will continue and will be rewarded. Dance around the back. Orange Ospas finds Bora. It's only the one kill for Bang. The op cannot ring out.
Crazy. Crazy Mibr.
On Fracture. Absolutely broken down. And now they're giving it right back to 100 Thieves.
It's insanity. I mean, they at every twist and turn, they make the right calls. It's like they know exactly what Vora's thinking and how he's maneuvering his pieces on the board. This time they find the weak side again. Zekid 14-4 after the rough outing on Fracture. He is going crazy on the Phoenix.
Zekid crazy खेल रहा है.
Big set play off the back of the Reckoning. Cryo just has to backpedal. Again, they find the one-man site.
He's having the read every single time, but Cryo, okay, off the trip, is able to find Ospas. Meanwhile, Asuna, I was going to say thinking he's lucky stars that he used the ultimate there, but he's still able to find all the same. In with a shout as Hunter's Fury from Vora is able to find one. Mazzino going to be taken out of the equation.
4v2.
Second Inferno now to try to maintain control. Inferno is in such a deep spot, but the spike is not planted, so he has to rescale. He wanted his team to just be able to get that spike in play, have the plant, then get the Hunter's Fury on the back end of it, but now they have to try to play together just to make a go of this.
I mean, just going to maybe use this time to talk about how they want to try to accomplish this task. Recon does just come up again for Verno.
Last player standing.
Well, as he gets ready to send it, Zekid is going to be eating a headshot. Bang will be able to find the 10-2. Not going to be achievable for them, but it's damn near there. 9-3. It might be our lows. Going to be hoping that curses do not exist.
Yeah, I mean, sure, it's going to be attacker's side on Breeze, but it's going to have to be a hell of a lot better than this defender side was, because you were absolutely shut out of this half for the most part. Started from the pistol and just continued over. I mean, MIBR had a great game plan, again, making all the right reads, all the right rotations. Every twist and turn, they were a step ahead, just like 100 Thieves were on Fracture. So attacker side, let's see what they've got. I mean, again, generally you're better on this side of the map, but I don't know if it's going to be good enough.
Not sure, but, well, we've managed to find one of them at least here in the audience. Been a lot of MIBR representation, but we got Ian Chambers standing by with a big 100 Thieves fan.
Absolutely. Hey, France, faites du bruit pour Marc. Yeah? We got Marc from Switzerland, 100 Thieves fan. How are you feeling about the series so far, Marc?
Well, the first map definitely went better than this one now, but I'm sure we can still get them.
So I said you're from Switzerland. You've come to Paris for the biggest esports event of the year. 7 weeks of action. How are you finding it so far here?
It's been beautiful. It's just way too hot. So
you need the air conditioning, right?
Yeah, so in here it's perfect, but I'm not looking forward to leaving.
So how long have you been a Thieves fan, and what is it that you admire so much about this organization?
I think I've been a fan since 2020, and it was like the first esports team that I've supported, so I just stuck with the team.
Very cool. Do you know what's really rare, by the way, is being this close to a piece of true historic silverware? Just come and have a little peep. Fans don't necessarily get to come up here and see this. This is our trophy. Our teams, of course, are all gunning for it, and of course the lion's share of that $2 million prize pool. What do you think of this up close and personal?
It's beautiful, but it's better in the hands of 100 Thieves.
All right, let's see if they can pull it off first. They've got to get through this quarterfinal. Marc, thank you so much for coming up here. Let's continue with this series.
Don't mind if we do. 9-3. Scoreline at the half. It might be our Los consistently having the reads here on 100 Thieves. They look to try to take this all the way over to that third and final map. This would have to be a massive comeback swing for 100 Thieves if they want to get it done in 2.
They just got to start here on the pistol. It is a desperately needed one for 100 Thieves. They're going to look to fan out a little bit across the map. Use that cove, gain a little bit of space. Aspas, though, considering a disrespect. Oh, goodness.
I'm out of here.
Bang. Oh, one and done. Peeks out, finds Tex. Gets out scot-free. Cleans him up over a tunnel. Meanwhile, Tiamatino quick into back sight. Got a couple shots. They have to be really suspicious of this, but as the wall gets ready to fall, tucks back into the corner. But also finds the timing, rescaling. Verno not dead, Cryo finding Zekin, and bang.
Spike planted.
Brings it down to one last player. Flawless pistol at that. 100 Thieves finding exactly what they needed.
Oh, for a moment, it looked like 100 Thieves might be walking into the trap that MIBR had laid. They are quick to disengage from that. They get the one kill and immediately peel back. That's exactly what you need here as 100 Thieves. Now, if you can have a clean anti-eco, then maybe you've got a shout to get back into this map, but...
Come on! Come on, boys!
That got the energy going.
Timatino's feeling it.
Go, go, go!
See, he's going to be taking that first contact, swing in the corner, line it up. Will be the first to fall for 100 Thieves, but might be the only one as well, as Asuna quickly finds 2 more kills. Turn the curveball for Verno. Molly not going to be deep enough to actually flush him out of position. Just throwing all the fire at him, but he's not getting burned. Tex, however, clean shot.
2v3.
It's another elimination. That's a Phantom down on the floor. Cryo, very slow on this flank. Seems like MIBR are more than happy to just pump the brakes, stay within this cove for the moment.
They're waiting to hear if the gun swap happens.
But now they're starting to get concerned about that potential flank. Expecting it to come through the doors, but as Cryo is just
2v2.
painting an outline around
2v2.
him. Verno just dancing, crouching. He's able to find that kill. Now suddenly 2v2, already an immense amount of damage dealt. And if they can get this round win, oh boy. Haven would be all but assured.
30 seconds left.
Backside push though, Tex eliminated. Verno, long flank back around. And for the moment, no consideration. Bang, low, the one tap found. The time
1v1.
running out. We're having to commit for this plant.
10 seconds left.
There's no rush play coming in, but
man.
it, but by very narrow margins.
अच्छा निकाला वैसे बंदे ने मतलब 2v2 में से एक बंदा मर गया.
Just really, again, patient play. Able to wait out 100 Thieves a little bit.
100 Thieves ने खेला अच्छा.
Some whiffy shots on the backside, but a brilliant map awareness from Verno to be cognizant that there could be that lurk coming through. Get that Phantom, yep. Make sure you've got that. So, pretty weak bonus for 100 Thieves. They can get this one to go, it'd be quite the miracle. They're gonna try a pacey B hit. Exactly what MIBR did in their bonus.
Tex just back pillar, faces forward, able to find one. Timatino dead again. The push in, and Verno's able to find that elimination.
3v3.
Thank you very much for the gun. Gets it back into a 3v3.
Go, go, go!
Weapons upgraded. Asuna checking over towards B side, but slings it and has him lined up. Osmas and Zekin both going to be knocked into the park as Mazzino tries to steady the spray, but Cryo comes to the rescue. Keeps him alive and in it. And oh me, oh my. Conversion is there.
Well, do you believe? You better start. This is a great little trade, but the problem is you're dropping guns. And then Asuna just scales forward, and he's like, oh, they're pushing through Link. That's cool. They're probably not going to see this coming. And they line up for the double headshot there. That is massive. Game on. On to an eco.
Still no timeout call for MIBR Los, but I have to suspect that if this one gets away from them, if they can't get the Thrifty, we should be seeing some intervention. You got a couple ults on the cycle to come up, but 100 Thieves again, similar to Fracture, are ahead in that regard. Ball towards the back, and Zekin, a very clean shot, but swiftly traded.
Zekin मर गया.
Right there. Especially because you still have both timeouts here as MIBR. I mean, I think, oh, this is dangerous.
Oh, yes, it is. The Thrifty Getting ushered forward, maybe spoken into existence here by us.
Well, this is a
अरे
good
वो लोग
read
B पे
at
जा
least
रहे
by
हैं
100 Thieves. In theory, if they get the confidence to commit to it, oh my goodness, they don't. They have no idea.
क्या खेल रही है भाई?
But if they end up buying enough time, you will see the
B जा रहे थे
counter-rotations
फिर
from MIBR. So there's
पीछे आ
something
रहे
like,
हैं.
okay, they must be storming onto B right now. They're just clearing out backside.
अबे
and then they're gonna
no
plant the spike.
man.
So this
भाई ये
slow,
लोग भी वही कर
patient
रहे
play
हैं
ends
जो
up
पिछली
still
बार हुआ
working
था
for them,
इनके
even though they
साथ.
were completely wrong to begin with.
Sometimes better lucky.
30 seconds left.
IBR is going to be kicking themselves in the VOD review. They can still do this, though. They've been very clean with those Sheriffs. All that Harbor util, all the Sova util, all the Neon util that you're going to have to be dealing with as 100 Thieves.
They do have this gun into the hands of Aspas.
Cage triggered.
Turning over, joining in. Wouldn't be surprised if he actually chucked that over to Mazzino, given that he's got the armor, but looks like he is going to try to use it himself. Storm forward, Cryo able to find one, though, and Asuna, with that running back in play, takes down Tex. Molly onto the corner, has him burning down, and that's going to be Burno now eliminated. As it is just Mazzino.
2v1 हो गया भाई.
The Phantom collected the spot on the one, but Asuna holds his ground, takes the kill. Gets the 3K. 100 Thieves did not allow for the Thrifty to come through. Now they're just 2 rounds away from tying this up.
It's just one of those rounds where if you're just like 10 seconds more patient as MIBR, you probably give yourself a really good shout to win this round. But instead, you gave that space up.
Oh my God, Pete!
बीच में साला ये चिल्लाने वाला क्यों डाल देते हैं?
I mean, he's been having a rough map comparatively, but still there for the boys, just trying to get them energized, trying to keep them focused into this game. Now Hunter's Fury going to go out. The tag not connecting. Mazzino able to avoid that.
But it opened the space.
Opens the space, but
He's got
his to try to prevent. They're already rotated over. He's here at bridge. Delayed consideration still will interrupt this plant, though. Vora not wanting to give that damage over for free. And in fact, he's going to pause going for this. Sends out the drone for a brief little moment, but now okay. Timotino on a timing is able to find the one. And I thought for a second he was going to be able to get Vern to the boot. Got a little bit of damage on him. So Reckoning goes out. Trying to slow up the approach, and Asuna watches mid-doors. Tex now dead. Vora scaling forward. Verno eliminated, and Vora taking over.
My ultimate's ready.
A clean shot to get the ult online, but look at this. Asuna on the hunt. Here's that rotation going through. We'll look to match. They know exactly where each other are. It's just who can win the fight. Kerbal will connect, but he gets him from beyond the grave. A bit of martyrdom from Asuna. His weapons cannot be carried over.
Well, you get him into the post plants of this 100 Thieves team. Very disciplined. Love the way they're going to use that Hunter's Fury early. Obviously, yes, Timotino, a little bit lucky, but Asuna tucks into that corner. Even though it's considered there by Tex, it's just not really thought of well enough, and Vora so clean.
I shot 1 billion bullets, bro.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I love the positivity merchant on this 100 Thieves team, Timotino. Whether he's frying or not, the guy's just a ball of just joy. I mean, I love him, man. He's fun to be around.
MIBR, they disagree after that round. Want to try to avoid it maybe after that. So they will be calling their first time out. Trying to get back into the driver's seat because so far, this, swamp of the sides, it is not gone their way even once.
No, I mean, it's insane. You thought 9-3 on your attacker's side, that's looking pretty good. Even if it is a decent attacker's side from 100 Thieves, should be able to hold on, but they have done the opposite of that. The grip just not strong enough, and 100 Thieves are 1 round away from tying this up. It is going to be a buy into this. A lot of half armors, a Bulldog in there.
A lot of ultimates.
Yep.
Just the neural depth available at the moment for 100 Thieves. They at least have them beat in that regard, but full flash connecting, Aspas able to slide away.
Nobody's biting on this from MIBR Los, though. Since there's no further contact, they don't need to start making moves. Got all the info agents over on that B site. Got the Sova, you got the Cypher. 100 Thieves has been able to break through once before, going all the way back to the bonus. This time they want to try a bit of a different approach, potentially. And just maybe making sure that their flanks are a little bit clear and see if Cryo can somehow, some way find a way in.
Starts too shallow to actually Hex again. Considering riding that left side of the pillar. Trying to find a kill and will be able to do so. Asuna going to be struck down. Slide in though from Timotino. Will have him dispatched. Cryo at the same time. He's able to find two.
2v3
Massacres them over a tunnel. Reckoning now going to be invested. Swing towards backside. Off finding Timotino. The 2v2 with 2 players tagged. One on either side. Just tucked in behind the wall.
Fire.
Not moving an inch. Eats that near sight. Now we'll open up with some spray. Bora as well around the back. Has to do it all.
Out of charges.
The fuse being stuck. Finds the one! No way! How is he getting away with that? That is absolutely unbelievable! The 180 turn! Oh, Sam, I think you're off the hook. There's been a worse Cove incident now. That is heinous!
भाई ये क्या देख लिया मैंने?
What in the heck is this?
भाई मजीनो क्या कर रहा था?
I mean, Mazzino just thinks he's got the time to stick it. Surely he can't turn in time. And he is dead wrong.
Bro.
Ridiculous.
What
Mibr, oh no.
Heck?
That is a brutal round. Timotino there. Scoot away from the recon, let it expire. Try to make Mibr Los think that that space is free, and it actually is. So, once again, gonna try the way through. I really want to credit Cryo with a great timing there out of elbow.
9-all हो गया यार.
Zekin leaving from top mid, waited to come behind him and strike. That was a really nice play, but yeah.
No one's gonna remember that.
Nope. Nope.
Shorty just to clear out some of this util. The Bandit not going to be able to get dragged across the back. It's going to be Asuna taking him down the overdrive. Out here on both sides, the dance. A duel between the Neons, but some others getting involved. And it is a bloodbath.
Spike down, B.
Second, suddenly last one standing. You're dead. Asuna. Oh, he has him spotted. He has him contained. Won't quite be able to close that gap, though. 99 health. It would have to be a one-tap. It's going to be Asuna coming away with it, in fact. Another 3K from him on this Phoenix. That has looked electric at this tournament, and especially here today.
Oh, he's been just brilliant.
100 से जीत गए भाई. नहीं होगा decider.
I don't know how you feel about using that all.
अगर ये लोग ऐसे जीतते रहेंगे भाई तो हो गया.
Better safe than sorry, I suppose. At this point, the map's so close. You assume you're going to get at least one more run it back, maybe, if you don't close it out just cleanly here as 100 Thieves.
There can only be one hero.
So they're just throwing everything in the kitchen sink at this, and now it's time for Fraud to also begin throwing things at his team to try to get them figure out some way to stop this roll that 100 Thieves has been on.
We're going to hope it doesn't come down to that, throwing things at his team. We want to hope that he's able to get things corrected so that he can be encouraging them rather than being frustrated.
The temptation has to be there, though, as a coach.
I think he's one of the more relaxed ones. If it was Alex, yes, absolutely.
That's exactly it.
Putting him up on that stage, maybe it's a good thing that Paper X didn't make it into the playoffs. Just be throwing pucks at him all day long.
That's true. Which I think would be fun. I think we should allow that. It should be a valid timeout strategy.
This goes here.
Get my vote, but
all right.
100 Thieves have run this all the way back into a lead.
I know.
No more charges left.
I'm shell-shocked. I can't believe it. An off-bus.
This should
be able to get into that operator. This is a round that feels like a must-win.
Even that full blind, but there's the ping reveal. They know the second's going to be contained into the corner. Somali's going to be exchanged. He's going to be burnt to a crisp down to 72. And now with no further way to try to heal himself back up.
What a ride.
Everything expended. No position yet for Cryo, but second to try to hold the door here. A spot out, he will be able to win that fight. Falls a little bit lower as Mazzino. Just a smattering of damage on Asuna. Ball through the wall. Trying to find a pick. Second scaling ever closer to his demise, but Osputs is able to find a kill off screen. Timotino will fall. Mazzino now getting involved in the fight as Bang gets taken down. The wall to drop. These players overwhelmed and surrounded. This timeout has worked to treat it long last.
Nice one, buddy. Nice one.
Find a defender side round win as they tie it 10-10.
It's just a fast rotation and just enough time bought. Using that high tide really nicely to cut off the space ahead of where you can plant the spike. Just a little bit too overeager here as Cryo. I would have liked to have seen Cryo wait until his teammates are just a little bit further forward until they can really confirm the ability to at least potentially tap the spike before you start trying to make some moves outside of those doors. Got a little antsy. That's just really well played there by Mazzino. That's great harbor play. Could be in trouble, but no, gonna escape. Orb funneled over to Asuna. Something's got him concerned. I don't know what it was, but taking a moment.
I think that maybe having a conversation. Do you try to just get 2 charges away from that, run it back, or do you give Bang a potential reckoning off the plant? Just be the case, or do just cut noise. Yeah, seems like it is going to be Bang picking this one up, but it's going to be Timotino again catching a stray. That's a lot of your entry power now gone.
Yeah, you got to start spreading the map a bit more. 100 Thieves. A main choke has been pretty well solidified now by Mibr Los. That spike sending out into mid, just doing a little bit of information gathering, trying to pull a few players off site. They've at least been able to accomplish that. But
they pulled Auspas to this site. This round, maybe this map starting to get away from 100 Thieves once again after a monstrous run of 7 rounds consecutively. Mibr, they're going to regain the lead and move up to 11.
Yeah, I get the theory here from 100 Thieves in this round. Bang just going to try to tuck in and stay alive, but there's still a ton of time on the clock, and maybe they will allow it. We'll see.
10 seconds
Have
left.
the door behind him.
Well, Zekin, he's happy to go hunting for this. He's got the money for the buy, and also will get the ult online, kill or death. Bang ensures that it's going to be the latter. But Verno there for the counter swing, so nothing to be retained. Very clean from Mibr Los. Just 2 rounds away from sending us to a 3rd and final map.
Well, and so what 100 Thieves are thinking in this round is, okay, they fast flooded last time. Let's try to take a pause in the middle of this. I think that's part of this strategy as well, is that you're hoping that they're going to try to see, okay, nothing's going on. Let's fall back from this A site.
डिसाइडर जाएगा या नहीं जाएगा मुझे को ये क्वेश्चन है.
You've got to find ways to clear those players out. And I think this is a great time for a timeout. Talk about some of that theory and strategy a little bit more. Maybe toy with the map a bit. See if you can get another B.
Mibr का 2 round
successful
for 100 Thieves. उनको 3 round
चाहिए. And also, can you keep Timotino alive for like 10 more seconds in a round? Because the guy has so many times throughout this not been able to really play the game. He's just catching strays at every twist and turn.
And I think you just got to be a little bit more thoughtful with how you're stepping out through those smokes when you're making your executes. But now it's just getting worse and worse here for 100 Thieves. They had strung so many rounds together, but it just took 2 to break the economy a little bit. Cryo onto a stinger. Yes, you have the Reckoning, you have a neural theft, but so do your opponents, and on top of that, they have a run it back. So the ult cycle favoring Mibr Los to potentially close this map out.
Gets that stun across that near side. Cosmos actually did send out a shot, so confirmation on the location of that Neon. Push forward, but it's going to be a fast reinforcement on this side. But Timotino able to shut down Zekin's ult, but then loses his life. Bang. He'll be firing back a little bit harder, though, as Tex will fall. Space now going to be occupied. This Reckoning could be sent first by the attacking squad, but curveball ends up connecting Asuna, having to do so much work here. Spotted to 1. The flash fully connecting. He runs out of bullets. The
nice.
not going to do a damn thing. Mibr flood their way back through. They get up to map point.
Go Mazino!
Yeah, they're just really quick to the punch now. I mean, Mibr loses once their opponents have committed, that's when they full send it in. And they're getting that Phoenix util to be a lot more impactful now from Zekin. He has a couple brilliant flashes in here that absolutely smother them. Nice little setup there on that entry to clear back pillar too. These two players separated enough that it's not going to be an easy lineup. Here we go. 2 in a row just to send it to OT now. 400 Thieves.
Still those 3 ults to work with. Having that ult online. Shot not going to be connecting on him through the box, but the spray from Zekin absolutely will. Hunter's Fury now layered in.
Bye!
And absolutely destroys them.
Verno crazy.
This should just be curtains.
Yeah, this should be, you would think. 100 Thieves have been able to turn some rounds on their heads. Tex, he's situated with the cam.
Triggered. Careful now.
Try to play a kill off that. No, Cryo.
The spike is still just out. Getting over, and Mazzino is able to find Bang.
Easy.
And that should be it. Asuna.
Easy win.
He's been incredible, but this
Easy
is
win, bro. Crazy. Nice.
Mibr
finally.
Yeah. They continue to fight back, and while yes, they gave us
Decider खेलना पड़ेगा भी. क्या बात है? क्या बात है?
They managed to plant their feet and close out their enemy's map pick.
Nice.
Well, now, I don't know what we got going on in Haven. It should be a lot of fun.
क्या comeback है, bro? क्या comeback है? Decider पे भी ये लोग ऐसा खेलना चाहिए भाई, मजा आ जाएगा. बहुत अच्छा खेला भाई इस मैप पे. Especially Verno और Zekin. भाई क्या निकाला इन लोग ने भाई, एक से एक किल, एक के बाद एक किल, एक के बाद एक किल. बहुत अच्छा खेला. बीच में थोड़ा डिसअपॉइंटमेंट देखने को मिला, पर भाई एक नंबर.
In all of our quarterfinals, a game 3 is on the way.
एक नंबर भाई.
Yeah,
भाई, we are on top.
Rebound. Send this one back in 2-0.
Crazy.
And then Mibr
चलो इसी बात पे मैं भी थोड़ा वॉशरूम जाके आता हूँ.
Kukuka, what do you see?
I think that I see a team that is cheering and definitely deserves to cheer for themselves. I want to know what was said on that timeout.
Yeah.
I need to understand. I need to be on the same page. I need to hear what words were reproduced for Mibr to bounce back the way that they did, because it really looked like this was going to be a 2-0.
Yep.
The momentum was on the side of 100 Thieves. Everything was going their direction, and then timeout, we have a new Mibr, much better duels, much more calm to play those last rounds.
Yeah, it was 8 rounds in a row for 100 Thieves before that timeout was called. And I think they were playing really well, but of course that first half, man, it was a little bit of a struggle for them. They were struggling on that defensive side, but I think what we kind of wanted to see was Zekin and Aspa stepping up, and they did that. They're finally back. So many good plays here. And of course, we're looking at this team, looking at this squad full of firepower, and expecting so much from them. Zekin here, nice shots overall.
Zekin stepping up his performance after being shut down in game number 1's first half. He really led the way for his squad.
Yes.
You see the first 4 rounds, it looked easy. 5-2 after 7. The clutch moments, Zekin's there for you every time.
Yeah, I will say that I still have the concern of what is going on with the defense. Why is Mibr struggling so much? It was the same on the first map, and it definitely was happening on the second one. But all of those rounds that made for them to be possible to even think about a map 3, in many occasions was Zekin having a field of a day. We were highlighting Asuna at the beginning, well, after map 1, and I think that Zekin is the one now that deserves the flowers.
Yeah, I also think when you're looking at the scoreboard, Verno is up there as well. Verno, the IGL, having a couple good clutches as well, just being really cool in those situations. It feels like overall this team has kind of found their footing. But with Zekin here, you can see these stats, 263 ACS on Breeze, but don't let that fool you, because he was actually playing so well. He went 5-0 for first kills, first death. Didn't drop a first death at all this map, which is an insane stat line.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we go back to where is the brawling? Like, you have this firepower when you're on the defense. Why are you struggling so much? I would literally just send Aspas in second and be like, guys, Just press W and do what you do best, which is literally clicking at them. So yeah, it's good to see that, you know, he still works within the plan, but I'm still missing that last spark for them, man. I want them to be convincing.
On the other side for 100 Thieves, when they were mounting their comeback, who was leading the charge?
Oh man, it was definitely Vora. Vora's insane. I think he had that 1v2.
The clutch.
The defuse.
We were like
insane.
losing it. Saying, oh my God, he's keeping his cool.
If you heard someone screaming, that was Kakuka in the background because it was actually so wild. He ran into that cove really calm, but I think he's definitely the one that stepped up, as well as during the IGLing, making sure that they're sticking to it. It's been really nice to see, and you can tell with that 8-round almost comeback to come back into it, that he just made sure everyone kept their timings down, kept their util down, made sure that their pathing was really good.
All right, keep your eyes on the Sova here. And Kakuka, let me know, at what point did you start squealing? Because you had people from other games come to check in on us, making sure we were okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna say after 100 Thieves, 1 round, I'm gonna say 16.
It was right here,
right? Bonus. It was the one that they struggle a little bit. That's when I started screaming a lot because they started just mounting up and piling up on rounds. And I was like, is this really happening? And it almost did.
Yeah.
Hello guys, I'm back.
We have the final map. One of the OGs.
Haven.
We're going to Haven on the attack. It'll be Mibr. Stay locked. This is the final map of the quarterfinals here at EWC 2026.
2026. Finish the voice line.
Ginny here, and I'm joined with 100 Thieves. Today, we're going to be testing your knowledge for the Valorant voice lines.
I didn't know any Phoenix voice lines.
It's pretty simple. I'm gonna read out a couple of the voice lines, and then there will be blank space in there. Ready to go?
Ready to go?
All right, first voice line. Relax, my friends. Blank. They're not what you think.
That seems like a complete sentence.
Look at go in there.
Yeah.
I think
they're not us.
Everybody, whiteboards up. Let's go. Chill out.
My creatures? So is that fade? Thinking
6, 7.
Things. My creatures are not what you think.
I just put, I know what this looks like. I just put some random.
What did you say?
I know this looks like. They're not what you think.
They're not what you think.
Yeah.
Okay. The correct voice line is by Astra, and it says, "Relax, my friends. Time and space are not what you think."
-1 point if you play the agent, by the way.
You guys brought your earplugs, right? I'm just saying, blank will mess you up.
Bro, we don't play this agent, no? It has to be mixed, by the way.
I feel like that is a raised voice line.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it is. She could have got you guys good.
No, she affirmed the mix.
Yeah,
I saw her affirm. Are you getting us good?
It could have been a fake out.
I have no idea.
4, 3.
No, chill.
Oh, we're not good under pressure, huh?
No, I'm sticking with the raised idea.
I did shockwave because, like, you know,
I put booms, my booms.
Oh, wait, no, my beats. Beats is actually good.
It was, you guys brought your earplugs, right? I'm just saying, tinnitus will mess you up.
Really? They say tinnitus? He says that?
Tinnitus क्या होता है?
Do not worry,
Tinnitus क्या
my
होता है?
radiant friends, I will.
It's two words?
It's 4 words.
I feel like I got the first 2 words.
I'm just writing bullshit.
All right, I'm ready.
It's chamber to enemy KO.
Chamber!
Chamber?
Enemy KO? Chamber? All right, 3, 2, 1.
So take down the boss.
Everybody, or shoot
Take
what, bro?
her to school.
Shoot that darn robot.
Take care of them.
I will unplug their talking toaster.
भाई ये तो सुना ही नहीं है कभी.
I've never heard that in my life. I'll unplug their talking That's my agent. That's pretty good.
My grandmother always told me, blank.
This isn't really a good setup for a good joke.
ये सुना है पर याद नहीं आ रहा.
Babushka tell you. Sean, you start. Well, we can all
Stop being so dog shit.
eat my vegetables.
Give up.
Keep it in your pants.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
I'm not.
You tell me, bro.
Yeah,
You tell me.
Keep it in your pants, भाई क्या लिख रहा है?
Right away on the screen.
Not bad.
My grandma always told me, don't forget the spike.
Oh, I've heard
That would have
that.
also been kind of funny. All right, well, thank you guys
Nice.
so much.
Thank you.
ये अच्छा था. This is not a game. Fill in the blanks.
Hi everyone, Ginny here, and I'm joined with Mibr, where we're going to be testing their synergy off the server with the classic game of who is most likely to. Rules are pretty simple. I'm going to ask you guys a question, and then you just write the name down of the player who you think is most likely to do or not do the certain thing. Which player is most likely to sleep through their alarm?
There's only one answer.
Let's pull it off, man.
All right. Let's put our whiteboards up.
Oh, yes.
And who are we agreeing on? Oh,
Vano.
dang, what'd you do?
What? Yo, what? If it's not so obviously Verno,
तीन लोग ने Vano किया.
What happened with Verno?
Nothing.
No.
I ain't no snitch.
Yeah.
As I write his name on a whiteboard.
We just get the same name.
I ain't no snitch.
It just like fell with you. I just all agree on the same name.
Yeah.
All right, which player is the funniest?
Okay, we know that one too. I'm ready. What is a rhyme, bro? I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Oh no.
Fix.
What are
Fix.
you?
What are you doing, bro?
Toxic लिखा है इसने.
What is going on?
What is that?
Yo, did you write with your left hand?
What do you write, bro?
On the case of survival, who's most likely to survive a zombie apocalypse the longest? The pudding himself.
Yeah.
Of course.
Why are you writing so much? Okay,
I'm ready.
okay.
All right, show us what you got, guys.
I have arguments as well. I think it's the same arguments as you.
आसपास
Verno?
clash one.
Yeah, that's a fair enough.
I've been waiting for this day, bro. I'm telling you. That'd be so fun, bro.
I have
no, it's
arguments, but I think it's the same as you.
All right, you want to go for it?
My argument is that he's Texan. That's
Yeah.
all.
That's how that
They
name should
have
be said.
guns.
That's it.
true.
Yeah.
That's how that name
They're
should be
prepared
said.
for that.
Which player is most likely to become a coach? You ready, guys? Me.
I almost wrote Mazzino,
Okay.
but I feel like Verno is very like technical and like very like nerdy about certain aspects. I feel like he'd be like a good coach, you know what I mean? But honorable mention Mazzino for sure.
Who is most likely not to be a coach?
Tex.
I'd be a great coach.
No, I would say Aspas. I would say
I would say Aspas as well.
Why
I'd
me?
say Aspas as well. Because you're gonna be DMing yourself, bro. You're gonna be playing ranked yourself, bro. You're not gonna care about the
Bro, you will be coaching and then you will say, you out, I play.
Yeah, well, I guess we all agree on that.
Your answer.
Your answer.
Wow, type play.
Well,
What the
thank you
heck,
guys
man?
so much for calling each other out and sharing some of the lore. That's it from us over here. We're going to be heading back over to the show.
Thank you.
आसपास भाई. Crazy.
Play is in our DNA. Whenever we let it out, it becomes our superpower. Now imagine an entire city being built to supercharge it. Kadir City, powered by Play.
भाई ये एडिट बहुत क्रेजी किया जिसने भी किया भाई. क्रेजी यार, मजा आ गया देखके. मतलब ये ऐसे एडिट दिखने में मजा आता है भाई.
Valorant continues live at EWC. Welcome back, everybody, as 100 Thieves are going toe-to-toe against Mibr, made in Brazil. Looking tough, and map number 2 have taken us the distance. Who is going to win it all? We're about to find out as we head to Haven. Athena and Kukuka joining me on the mic. And I want to start with you, Athena. We've seen some mirror matches on the day. Is this a map that'll play into that?
I don't think so, because even though both these teams, they love the double duelist, they're going to be sticking to that, but a little bit of change potentially coming in, because Mibr, this is one of those maps where Aspas really likes to play the Waylay, and it's been kind of good for them recently. I'm really curious if he pulls it out again, because so far from what we've seen, he's played quite a bit. Why are you
Wait a second. What does kind of good mean? Do you want to see it, or do you want to see him on something else?
On the Waylay,
second on the Waylay. Sorry, she was like, no.
He's like, no. I was like, go for the icon, go for the iconic, go for the iconic, and it would be the Aspas on the jet.
There is that man, Aspas. They said the most likely to not be a coach. As we see the agents locked in, Kakuka, what's on our screen?
He just loves the Waylay, and there's exactly where he's going to be going actually today.
Period.
We see actually the changes you were speaking about. I was saying, oh, but is it going to be the jet? Is it going to be this? It is definitely going to be that. And Tex just locked in a glove?
Wait.
What?
This is insane. Wait.
Neon
this is wild.
Waylay Clove.
Wait, they're actually holding W.
No.
This has to be a whole W comp.
It is a whole W comp. They're starting on the attack. Is this? This is a remake. That looks the agent select without the lockdown going down. I'm going to call it a remake right now.
There's no way.
Kakuka has nailed it. Official confirmation from production. It was a troll. Which one of those agents are we not expecting to see, Kakuka?
There's no way there's going to be.
And why is there no Clove?
Do you think Aspas was told to look in the jet, then he looked in the Waylay, and they were like, no, not that one?
I think that's what it is?
Do you think they play your audio, and they were like, oh, I'm playing Waylay?
No, Clove is just... There's no way. No, Clove is just not very good when it comes to playing in pro play. The abilities just don't make it worth that second life that they do tend to get. Also, smoking when you're dead, it's pretty good, but they also have, I believe, the quickest smokes in the game.
Athena, are you really trying to give an explanation into like why the Clove?
Yes, he asked.
You can just say they suck.
Oh, okay. No, they're bad.
Not ideal right now.
They're bad.
Not ideal.
We don't see them a lot. We don't see them.
I mean, in ranked, sure.
On the other side.
We do see them more than Mix.
That's true.
Does anybody remember that agent?
Remember Mix? Remember Gecko?
Gecko.
Yeah. Listen.
Little bomb buddy.
Do you think you could draw Mix? Exactly.
Yeah.
The fact that you even
it took me 6 seconds, but it came in. It came into picture. As we take a look here at the stage, there is only one player left in this tournament with frosted tips. Is Cryo moving on into the Final Four?
That's not frosted tips, though. He has like a single.
It's a chunk. It's a chunk.
Yeah, I'd say a chunk.
It's like the tip of his forehead, though.
I will say.
Like a unicorn tip, if you would.
Sure. I will say Cryo is doing a really good job. I do think that either way, whoever moves forward is going to be a pretty good representative here for Americas. I feel like both these teams, they've been playing somewhat well. MIBR, tiny bit shaky, but at least winning out that second map. For 100 Thieves, though, I'm looking at them to rebuild that momentum from the first one.
Chat, let me know if you agree with Athena. Is it a frosted tip or not? In the meantime, we take a look here at our players as we are getting into the official agent select. Kakuka, walk me through the real predictions here. And what is the most impactful agent as we go into Haven, one of our 3 lane maps?
So it's a difficult question because, one, Haven to me is a boring map. Like we've seen it so many times, it's difficult to be a surprise. I like the fact that we are in a moment in time where there is a lot of double duelists and there's interpretations within that. So if you have a very good duelist that, for example, plays the Neon, you will set him free here. If you have Aspas, you have Zekken, you can do any kind of combination of that double duelist, depending on how explosive you want to be, how much movement you want to have. We are not
Aspas, Zekken.
Waylay on the other, though. You called it.
And it's going to be the Neon and the Waylay. This is going to be incredibly quick for the side of MIBR. Let's see if that speed can actually give them the edge over 100 Thieves.
You said it's kind of good, Athena. On a 1 to 10, where's kind of good as Aspas' Waylay?
6.
It's a 6. It's a 6. Is that good enough for a W? It's time to find out. We said it to the casters one last time. Achilles and Paper Thin, take it away.
Thank you very much. Here we go. A final map between these 2 America squads to see who is going to be moving forward into the semifinal and who will be making their
finally match
start of the
playoffs.
Got everything sorted. No Clove. What, you know, it piqued our interest for sure.
Yeah. There was like a moment where I'm like, really? Like, is that?
I definitely wouldn't have seen it coming.
Not to
be.
Aspas on that Waylay. Second back on the Neon. It's kind of tried and true. And Vora does take down Aspas. Timotino gets one as well.
Spike down mid.
It's a little bit of damage on the exit, but still alive and in the fight. Tex as well. Tagged to 41. Firm control off the rip here for 100 Thieves.
Starting
those
बहुत गंदा
opening
हुआ
duels,
रे.
those 1v1s, huge. Now they're making a pretty good read. Gonna leave Cryo on his own. Kind of the MO of this 100 Thieves squad. Just rely on him to be a safe pair of hands if it does go that direction. But right now, they're in prime position.
Ollie at their feet as well. There's a curveball, not going to be connecting in Tex. His headshot will. So window back in is Zekin. Reading that position incredibly well. He's away with that other kill. Has that spike in hand, but he and Mazzino now completely split apart. 30 seconds. Can do a fast pivot.
वो
Over
इसने
towards
बंदा
B, maybe even
अच्छा
C,
ये
given
अपना
that
ही
you do have the
मैं
neon.
क्या बोल रहा हूँ
Get out of that audio range first. Now we'll look to up the pace. And it seems like
C पे जा
Thieves is
सकते हैं
starting
हाँ
to
C पे जा रही है
realize that they're just going to be backpedaling and rotating to the other side of the map, so we'll try to get there as quickly as they can.
It's going to come down
Nice.
to
10 seconds left.
when the smokes come into cycle.
Spike
Mazzino's
planted.
already got his. Bangs still waiting on a refresh. No other util to speak of. There goes Bangs.
There.
They're going to try to fight this one forward. Up into the smoke!
Mazzino
destroys them all!
Crazy 1v3 कर दिया वो भी
Oh,
by ghost से.
That is incredible stuff from Mazzino. He's
Crazy.
had a couple of those
Guys
moments
जो भी आया
today
लाइक मारो सब्सक्राइब
he's
करो और
just
वोट
taken
करो यार
around
कौन जीत रहा
over.
है डिसाइडर पे.
Hasn't been the flashiest player except when he needs to be.
Bro.
My word.
Crazy.
Had the timing perfect.
Let's fucking go, bro.
Let's fucking go, brother.
I mean, this round was dead.
Yes.
They managed to resuscitate it. Bring it back from the grave. Find this opening pistol. Full classics now for 100 Thieves are going to be kicking themselves.
Just had the right reads and couldn't confirm. I mean, that recon into a flash to try to clear the players in sewers didn't get much, and that recon quickly cleared, but does give over a little bit of information here, so Cryo in trouble in the corner.
Will just quickly be overwhelmed, struck down. Reveal on the second, they're trying to close the gap, but that just makes that Spectre hit a little bit
Nice.
harder. If he can survive, which seems likely.
Easy निकल गया
He'll be able to
भाई.
keep the weapons carried over.
Nice.
Strong start again.
ऐसे ही खेलते रहेंगे तो मजा आएगा भाई.
We are up 2-0, going into the bonus.
Just efficient stuff there. Even though they get pinged, Bora tries to punish. Not going to be allowed. As fast as the Marshall. Easy peasy.
बाय राउंड है पर यार ये.
A really nice set execute there. They're just going to kind of double down.
Odin ले लिया भाई.
Cryo's been tested a lot since map 1.
वो रन ने Odin ले लिया है second round, third round से.
The buys in behind this. Odin spray to Matino.
Bruh.
Able to slot forward. Meanwhile, quick scaling. Spike is going to be over here on the C side of the map. In the hands of Verno, but as that camera gets the spot out, gets the tag, they do make their exits. He's well aware that they've given up a good amount of space, but quick peek, quick headshot. Timotino able to find that, dodges the paranoia. It's going to be Asana now, down to the sewer. His second will be able to get far enough forward. Upgrades the Spectre as well.
Still, nice reclear here by 100 Thieves.
They're pushing into the Odin.
That's not so nice for Mibr.
Have to kill him fast, and they do.
Okay, 3v3.
Vandal in hand. Ospas to find it. Saturate the corner in case it's a double stack, but it's not. Now it's down to Asana to try to see what he can get done. Finds the first, finds the second. Stunned up, Blaze Wall going to be situated. Verno pushing past that one. Wins the fight, sees the TP forward. But now you're stuck. You're alone, and you have to try to win this out, but bang.
Anti-raid.
Out of him, counter wrapped around the boxes on site. So bonus not to be converted, but still quite costly. 3 players lose their lives.
Yeah, I mean, already I think 100 Thieves can have
ये
to
round निकल जाता ना मार्क
because
कसम क्या
it's a
इकोनॉमी.
little bit dicey.
Fuck होता भाई इन
Expecting
लोग
that
का.
Odin to
100
maybe
Thieves
do
का.
some more damage, but going up against players of Otspas and Zekin's caliber where they can just swing and one-tap you with a Vandal. Don't know Brock you are, Bora. Tough to get that really situated and be kind of ready for it sometimes. You have Asuna's ult. They're already reconsidering that B side, even though that is actually might be our lowest wants to go. And Timotino finds out through a hail of bullets, but This is all just a little bit of them trying to work the map. No Cypher util inside a garage, so that means the cam can be placed in there deep. Or Tex, that's a lot of info that he's going to be able to use if they want to make a counter rotate or look for these lurks, if they're able to kind of successfully breach their way in.
Oh, good God. Not sure how he's alive through that one. Down to 8 HP. He's only tagged 68. Relay bolt to slow this approach from Asuna. He's trying to just layer in these flashes. Still will be able to find one before getting snapped back, but quick push and scale here from Tex, who will eventually get found blind. Curveball chucked in, but Verno turns back, finds that elimination, but it will get caught on the timing as Cryo.
Spike down, C.
Just push forward, find that elimination. And Messina, oh my God. He's looking for a little bit more before we'll just go his separate ways.
2v2 situation है. इधर नहीं है कोई भाई.
This has gotten pretty wild.
30 seconds left.
Get damn close. And uncomfortable to try to get the plant. You don't have a smoke. Bang still has his paranoia online. Check out, did not see Aspas on that peak.
Cover going out.
Casino looking to try to recreate that pistol success, but this time he will be felled. The saturate connecting, but Aspas not comfortable enough to try to go on the swing, and this time Vora
बहुत low था यार आसपास.
will have some revenge. Diffuse to come through, one away from having that Hunter's Fury online. 100 Thieves will tie it 2-2.
Yeah, I felt like
उसको smoke में नहीं जाना
might
चाहिए
have
था,
had
I
an
guess.
opportunity to kind of disengage from that C fight, but he really committed to this, and with that run it back and the flashes from Asuna, it makes it so tricky for them to really get through onto the site cleanly, and it allows the rest of 100 Thieves to rotate into position, start shutting this down.
2-all.
100 Thieves there, playing that really well off the back of their ultimate. Now you got a couple on the other side. You do have the convergent paths. Zeno has a...
You gotta be worried about this, Tex. Okay.
He is. He's fine.
Not gonna get caught.
Never would Tex my goat get caught by that.
First of the shorty. Nothing really to be found there is Cryo. I mean, he's just eating damage, trying to scale forward over towards this spike, but he will just counter spam to find Mazzino. Now Verno displaced. Blazeball going to be situated. Aspas unable to really scale forward, but the defuse not being stuck quite just yet. Curveball not deep enough to go past this. But I did just blind spraying. They're just catching everything. Every stray. MIBR not going to be able to make it go with the Thrifty, so the fuse is in, and 100 Thieves take the lead.
Interesting round that we will be facing, with both teams having some key ultimates available to them. Yeah, 4 on the side of MIBR. Just try to make this fast B hit work. Mazzino does end up getting caught on the way out. Asuna just running and gunning in there. Tino already taking space.
One enemy
Yeah,
remaining.
just kind of, as that Phoenix wall's dropping, they're all ready. So this is a big one. You have that convergent pass, you have a Hunter's Fury. I mean, Vora has his too, but Overdrive's available.
Convergent path's going to be lobbed over towards A main, but Asuna on that peak is still able to find that KLTV into the back, but it's going to be Aspas.
Cover going.
Clearing him out. Trying to scale forward. Push out of the smoke, and should be to Bang's demise. Overdrive, however, from Team Mazzino. Gonna try to find those kills. He'll instantly get down, but Verno with the Hunter's Fury desperately trying to claw this round back into their favor.
2v2
Has the spike.
भाई.
He might try to make his exit, but
Zekhan कैसे भाई?
potentially here to intercept him. Gun barrel now spotted.
Remaining.
Locks onto the headshot. The Tex
Spike down A.
immediately brings us back into a 1v1. 55 seconds to try to play with.
Plant पे ही है.
Grab of the orb. He'll get the neural depth off of that. Unless Bang can just counter spam it. He's got a plethora of corpses to choose from.
Hiding.
The hat immediately flies. Sees him. And Bang just takes the fight before the second ping.
Alt भी भेज दिया और बंदा भी नहीं बचा.
Oh boy. That's rough for MIBR. That is a hefty investment of ultimates, and you don't come through with the win.
One enemy.
I mean, everything was thrown at this round.
It's so perfectly timed as well.
Yeah.
The window of that smoke dissipating before the second ping comes in. Bang plays it perfectly.
That's incredible. That's that experience that Bang's going to bring to the table for you. Coming through in spades. That's going to be the timeout from Fraud.
चाहिए था भाई, टाइम आउट चाहिए था.
I mean, it's just been so scrappy. It's just been so wild. Some of these rounds are just hit the go button and everybody's trying to quick react to things, and I think that does suit the defenders a little bit with the way they've been positioning themselves. They're pretty quick to react. I mean, anytime you have a Neon in the equation as a defender, you're playing for those fast floods.
It's desperate times, call for desperate measures. We've been through the ringer in those first two maps. Nearly able to complete that run back after a 3-9 disadvantage at the half.
Right.
Yeah, it feels like 100 Thieves. I haven't quite forgotten about that map, but they're using. Just probably how pissed off they were to not close it out in their favor. To pilot them forward here on Haven. Onus is on Mibr Los to try to cool them off.
Yeah, Timotino trying to play off this cam, has the outlaw. Mazzino.
Does he have Mazzino dead? Oh no, he just dances around and strafes across with that stinger. Kill found Cryo. Forward, into the cage. Drags in, finds a 1, cannot find a follow-up though, and that's gonna be another weapon. Over into their hands, flies to the corner, and Asuna, he don't need to see Jack! Knows he's got him pinned in!
2v3.
Gets the shutdown, gets the spike, stranded just outside the garage, and now he's looking to try to get text, but he cannot. Takes him to 8. The weapon on the floor. Bang the double back.
Remaining.
Keeps it out of his hands, and Vorad Platt will find Mazzino. 5-2.
Asuna bails him out a bit. This one looked really nice for Mibr to start. Able to deal with that outlaw quickly. What a nice position Mazzino takes to avoid the cam. And then this. He's just coming out of it right back to business. And business is good.
बहुत गंदा भाई, बहुत गंदा.
He just, keeps shaking those hands. He is hot. That spam.
Run out of bullets eventually.
Whoop.
Cryo though.
Double doors.
Yeah, peek at a garage. Finds that kill. Sight for Util now, null and voided.
They're lining up for this B hit. Bang. Just trying to play off of Asuna's flash, it looks like. Gonna refresh the smoke. Drone there. But there is those trips in the garage.
Double dash up to the top of the rafters. Asuna try to set up the molly there. Place him. Meanwhile, Will gets spotted. Not enough of an angle to try to tuck away, and Zekin coming back alive. Util's found looking for that third, gets it. Can't get that Odin out fast enough. Now just trying to get all the info that they possibly can. Timotino needing to abandon this operator. Collect a different weapon. We'll be able to do that in route, you would assume. He's gonna work his way forward to B, but that weapon swap would be heard. So for now, still has it in hand, but Cryo. Clean shot to find the first. Takes Ospas even lower. The scale forward, the jump to the top. Verno dead. Ospas gone. Cryo dismantles them with a 4K.
GG's था.
Okay.
GG's है भाई, GG's है.
I see you, Cryo. Oh my.
5-2 हो चुका है
Like it
guys.
was going to be another good round for Mibr. They have a great little dash and up setup. Get a high-low quick on that B site, and it works a treat. Second gets 2.
1 enemy remains.
2 is far less than 4. Oh my. One.
Nice! Man, you're insane!
I mean, it's a big round. It's a massive round win. Trying to break the bank again. Everything invested, plenty of half armors. Still that operator
2-6.
online, and the ults a ways away. Same could be said for 100 Thieves, but got cash behind this at this point.
Without that early spam at A, I kind of think if Mibr wanted to, they could try to put some pressure here and there.
No, that player's in the corner. Oh, a hair off. Not able to find it, but Mazzino gives him the opportunity yet again. Just thinking he can get the catch. Perhaps thinking that he was going to be silently trying to walk back out of sewers.
Just thought maybe he could surprise him, but...
And at this point, this is when you're thinking maybe we should have had that clove come through, because at least then we can get smokes from beyond the grave.
True.
You're losing your omen off the rip. Cryo. You want to fall to the wayside, and that's the seaside completely broken open. The spike's still in hand. Verno off the plant will be able to get the Hunter's Fury.
And that early contact over at A. Oh, bang down two.
Nice.
Bringing this one back.
Spike planted.
3 players rotating back through the spawn. Still the AWP, no overdrive. Aspas playing point. Well out in front. His drone checks around the flank. Got him posted up though on that box, and just lucky to not take any shots there, but as he goes for the repeat, Asana dialed in on the line, comes away with that kill. Time ticking, however. Checking for the garage angle. Asana taking that burst, takes the second, ends up falling, and Tex pinching forward, will be able to catch the
निकाला. Finally भाई, finally.
Okay.
First 2 round के बाद तीसरा round जीते.
A good little mid-round there from the side of MIBR. They flirt with some of that A space that they're given. They lose a player, and they start slowly but surely working their way over. And a huge win there for Verno in the 1v1 that opens up that C site. He's got the Hunter's Fury, really locked that down. A bit of a gamble, but Tex on that lurk, on that flank. Okay. Gets exactly what he wanted. Now it's actually 100 Thieves onto a weak buy. They want to save up. Have the money, but...
A decent amount that they could have invested here, but opt to just go for something very safe, very steady. Already up to 6 on the defender side of Haven. They're looking pretty good.
That drone not doing what you want it to as MIBR. Doesn't really sell anything. It's just, are you going to be confident to maybe make a pivot if this gets dicey?
Vandal there at Sewer. People on the corner. Relay bolt. Going to be lobbed in. The blind connecting. It's the up and over. Aspas has them corralled.
Nice.
Absolutely tears them limb from limb.
Bro.
No Thrifty to be found here.
Nice round, Ray.
My ultimate is ready.
Getting themselves up to 4.
Good round, good round, good round.
Just try to find some damage, but he's now noted overwhelmed.
Good round.
Flawless. MIBR Los finding their footing a bit, still trailing by 2.
Yeah, nice timing here with the paranoia. The combo very, very clean. Teeing up Aspas and making it look easy. Right up and over that box, and he knows they're not paying attention. Bang is worried about trying to counter with some of his own util.
Nice.
Win again, Verno. Looking really good in some of those 1v1s.
Ooh.
NBS says, okay, now it's my turn. We've had a great half so far, but this could be even better. We can shore up a few things. Probably talking about how they want to invest that money if we're going to get the op into Timotino's hands again.
If you let them get the 6 and 6, it starts feeling more like a coin flip.
Yep. 7 and 5 is probably a little more comfortable. Better than that is gravy. But I think just, you know, talking about how they want to probably play some of that space, some of those timings. I mean, I think if they want long A control, they've been really good at taking it if they feel like it. You know, Cryo's been nice at times, but putting a lot of pressure on him as that solo anchor. They will probably continue to do so. Yeah, makes some sense. I get the theory here. You can kind of cut the map in half. That's 100 Thieves. Make life pretty miserable for MIBR potentially.
You're very close to a lot of bolts for 100 Thieves.
True.
But right now, MIBR
कब से spam ही किए जा रहा है वो भाई.
Yeah, and I think you're probably talking as well how you're going to deal with that convergent paths, how you kind of want to have the player situated to either absorb it or dodge it. Here it goes.
Cryo going to be caught by this. TP into the back of side. Aspas just to be refracting out towards safety. Meanwhile, Second trying to slide forward, but Bazzino's going to be the one found first and foremost. Falling at his feet. Second forced to try to backpedal away. Bang, able to find Verno, but then Tags trades that one back out. A 3v3. The reveal coming through. Timotino now trying to crunch his way out from garage, sets up that relay bolt, and all players just contained, stuck here at the front of sight. Saturate connecting, he manages to tuck back, Tex dead, Vora tearing apart 2, and Aspas now 20 held, 4 bullets, now out.
Nice.
Options out of rounds.
अच्छा निकल जाता पर यार थोड़ा सा हट दिया.
As the timeout ends up working, sort of, kind of. Hell of a lot more chaotic, I'm sure, than they drummed up, but the round still goes the way of 100 Thieves.
But kind of the name of the map. Cryo does great here. Has his cages and stuff set up so he gets completely avoided when they take the site on the back of that convergent pass. Doesn't get noticed by Aspas on the dive into the refract either. So he's able to stay alive and get a kill and set the tone there for 100 Thieves on that site.
Timotino's able to find 2 before getting traded out. Aspas dead, one of your entries, and then your smokes again.
That's brutal.
7-4, guys.
Gun collected from Verno. Drone to go out. Quick backpedal here from Cryo. They're just not chasing in fast enough. Asuna maybe giving us deja vu again. As it's, gonna be that run it back to push forward in the garage window, but a very swift shutdown from Verno.
Been pretty well contained. Cryo sitting around the corner. Does have that neural theft. So if you rotate away from these dead bodies, it actually is really scary for Mibr Los. So they have to try to work this C site. I think because of that ultimate. Now Vora does have a Hunter's Fury here too.
Wait, I'm a cage trigger.
Cage pop, Recon. Gets the reveal here on a Cryo. Spams away, but it's gonna be Asuna taking that kill. Still does end up getting caught. Bang. Fast on this flank, but it's going to be Vora able to find Verno.
Here we go.
Suddenly this one gets brought down to the wire. The overdrive pops, the spike to be committed to.
Spike planted.
An Odin in hand for the 1. Vora just
1v1 पर health low यार उसकी.
We'll have it relayed.
Zekken.
He's eating some damage. Push through, but Zekken has the headshot. He will get
nice second, nice.
Round win.
Crazy.
Necessary one. Depending on how this next
भाई मुझे लगा उसकी health low है तो GG's हो जाएगा पर.
2-round lead at the half.
Well, that's exactly why you want to see that neon on the map. It's moments like that where that agent is just such a difference maker. Can just keep your opponents so off balance, so tricky to deal with. Zekken, very, very crafty.
A big win for him to try to get up to 5. Second half going to be coming up, but for now, let's send things over to Lou.
Et j'ai l'honneur d'être avec nos casters ici dans l'arena. I am honored to be with our French casters here, Tom and David. First of all, I want to test your synergy. Donc on va tester un petit peu votre synergie. La première question que je vais vous demander, c'est vous êtes en train de caster le match depuis tout à l'heure. Donc moi je veux voir si vous suivez. Est-ce que à 3 vous pouvez me dire qui est le meilleur joueur du serveur? Est-ce que vous êtes prêts? Vous réfléchissez, vous réfléchissez, vous réfléchissez. C'est bon? Vous avez votre réponse?
Attends, ouais, c'est bon.
C'est bon, vous l'avez? Rapprochez-vous. 1, 2, 3.
Vora.
Incroyable les gars, un tonnerre d'applaudissements pour les casters s'il vous plaît. Vora le MVP. Moi je voulais vous demander, c'est quoi les petites idées reçues qu'on a sur le métier de caster et qui en fait soit sont peut-être plus faciles à faire, soit plus difficiles.
Elevator speech क्या हालचाल? किसको सपोर्ट कर रहे हो भाई? और क्यों? भाई MIBR को सपोर्ट कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि स्टार्टिंग में जब मैंने देखना चालू किया था VCT और ये सब मैचेस टूर्नामेंट, तो मैं पहले सेंटिनल को देखता था, फिर सेंटिनल यहाँ क्योंकि है नहीं तो मैंने PRX को सपोर्ट किया, पर स्टार्टिंग में PRX भी निकल गई तो मैं बहुत टाइम से MIBR को देख रहा था तो MIBR को सपोर्ट कर रहा हूँ. आप बताओ आप किसको सपोर्ट कर रहे हो और क्यों? और पोल में सिलेक्ट करो कौन जीतेगा, डिसाइडर जो लास्ट है MIBR या फिर 100 Thieves.
C'est toujours un plaisir et en plus on fait ce qu'on aime depuis le début et on a envie, donc c'est forcément un bonheur.
Forcément la passion qui se transmet rapidement, messieurs. MIBR ou 100 Thieves de votre côté?
100 Thieves.
Oh, with the accent, hein. J'adore, tu me régales. Et toi, David, de ton côté, MIBR, 100 Thieves?
Same answer.
Okay, same answer, and I get our casters to speak English. Let's see if they're right and if 100 Thieves are gonna get the win.
MIBR ही जीतेगी.
How was that?
MIBR का full support है. यार क्यों? अब तो आंसर तो देना बनता है भाई. क्यों support कर रहा है MIBR को?
Pressure's got to be building on both of these teams. So familiar with one another coming into this series. Neck and neck in the map score, but it's 100 Thieves barely out in front.
It's going to get interesting. See how good this attacker side is. 400 Thieves. Oh, Timatino just great with the frenzy.
Okay, yeah. Drops it on the floor, grabs the sheriff, and he's just going to be playing gun game, I suppose. What else can he get? Is there a ghost out there? Maybe a classic? You got 2 more people you can kill.
Spike planted.
An ace in the pistol would certainly be one hell of a way to jumpstart the half.
When you need him most.
Paranoia out. Tagged low. Tex able to answer one back as Vora will fall, but the HP bars are just not on their side. Cryo able to find the one. The swing coming in. He'll take the second to the final. 8-5.
Neon के गेम प्ले देख के मजा आ रहा है. कौन से Neon के?
Jump starting this second half.
Why?
Yeah, that is really nice stuff from Timatino. Getting 2 with the frenzy here. Oh my god. That is outrageously clean. Look at the way he's like matrixing around those bullets.
Timatino ने भाई Timotino
gets the third. That's basically
क्या गंदा मार रहा है यार Timotino खुद से.
Playing a nice angle there when his teammate gets paranoid in the corner.
Come on! I mean, he needed a nat 20 to clear that corner. Come and he hit it. Just high rolling. With that frenzy. Now, just going to be looking to try to get through this second round, this anti-eco as cleanly as they possibly can. Move up 9-5.
Yeah, and they're going to have a wide open ace site. So, commit maybe Cryo into trying to push. They haven't planted yet, though. They want to make sure that Asuna gets it. Okay.
He's doing it again!
Okay.
It's not just a frenzy thing, I guess. I mean, back-to-back rounds just absolutely wrecking them.
भाई MIBR का वो
probably hungry for more.
क्या ही बोलूं भाई.
It is that phantom.
Exactly.
Need your teammates to recover it. But look at this. I mean, what?
ये लोग
MIBR lost. They need to die.
डिफेंड करने में क्यों हक देते? मुझे ये नहीं समझ आ रहा.
They can't.
पहले मैच में भी यही हुआ था. डिफेंडिंग पे हक दिया था उन लोग ने.
Aspas should be able to get back into position, but Asuna, I mean, he's more than happy to fight. He's got the ghost.
Yeah, and he wants
Tex is now rerouted. So, okay, they will be able to get there. With one less player than they were hoping.
हो गया
with a late little lurk. Asuna trying to run him down there, running away from him. He'll just back away. And it's a flawless. Another day at the office for 100 Thieves.
Well, Timatino is just single-handedly carving up MIBR Los. He has been lights out to start this attacker side and give a huge advantage to 100 Thieves. Ridiculous stuff. Him and Asuna topping the charts. Double duelists, that's exactly what you want.
Hey.
You know, Vora and Bang are happy to just play the back lines and try to clean up the rounds.
Cage 3.
Those two are playing like that.
Ooh, Cryo, he is, I was going to say, playing a very risky game. Ended up getting revealed. It's a nice little trap set up from MIBR Los. Early advantage, Asuna looking to try to just send up that Molly. Just managed to force him away, but it's right at Timatino. Yet again, finding these players within his grasp. Ends up oversliding. Bruno will be able to collect that kill, but Asuna retrades it out. Back into a 3v3. And realistically, any more damage that 100 Thieves gets from here is still a very good bonus. But Verno looking to try to deny. Shocked aren't able to find a bit of connection. Asuna, they run it back, re-wrapping. Buys a little bit more space and time. Given the commit on the ult, they're unable to find this round win from here. Now, it ended up feeling quite bad for them. But Asuna trying to take this into his own hands. The push on the right side, the jump up, and Verno dead at lumber again. Twice now he's tried to play that angle, and twice now
elevator
he's fallen.
switch. आपको कुछ बोलना है?
I mean, Asuna, just incredible today. The Phoenix
बहुत crazy खेल रहा है भाई.
has been absolutely dominant. Gets that run it back, buys a little bit of extra time, and then good with the Bulldog. Heck yeah. I'd be popping off too. That is insane.
10-5.
That might just be the final nail. Down by 5.
GG's है भाई. MIBR का GG's है.
Timotino searching around. Ooh, trying to maybe even just bait with that refract, but Mazzino unable to clear the angle fast enough.
That was a nice little setup from Mibr. Los. Anticipated that outlaw was going to be there.
Unbaiting is acceptable.
Yeah.
For now, they gambled back over towards C. 100 Thieves looking to start slowly creeping up towards A.
I always think it's acceptable.
But okay, they're getting a read on this. The counter rotation's coming through, trying to get that vandal exactly where they need it to be.
एक ही बंदा B पे तो है ही नहीं कोई. पर ये लोग A पे यार.
They've got a great read because of Mazzino's position. He's deep C main.
The peak coming in, and this time, no refract to try to save him. Full blind there on the Timotino. He's still sliding forward, just trusting in his teammates. And that trust is well earned. Instant cleanup. A wipe of the floor.
MIBR किस कंट्री के वो तो नहीं पता यार मेरे को भी.
Just send him.
Just destructive. He's just operating like a force of nature. And it looks like they have the read that this is going to be the A lobby flank. Mazzino with a nice shot. He's going to look for a little bit more, but it will be Asuna with that vandal in hand to clean it up, run it back online as they get ready to go into another bind for MIBR.
Huge.
और 2 matches.
I mean, the way that Timotino is playing this attacker side is so good. Him and Asuna, that 1-2 punch, seemingly unstoppable. Seemingly nothing that Mibr Los can find any response to. You're flipping all the pages in the book trying to see if there's some solution in the text. It is
MIBR Brazil
not decipherable. And it's got to be a timeout. Coaches want to get in there and try to figure something out. I mean, everything they've thrown at them so far has been denied.
I don't think they have a cryptographer on staff.
Dude.
Try to figure out what the ancient text says, what the secrets are to bring back this map. It really does feel like it's just going to have to be a push from the players themselves to just level up to get to the point that we know they can operate at. They put it on display. That opening burst of dominance on Breeze into the closeout. That's what we want to be seeing from them. Not just falling to the wayside the way that they are here on Haven. 4 rounds straight now in the second half for 100 Thieves. Is they're going to be looking to just clinch this 13-5.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to shore up this A main control if they can. They're going to try.
Revealing area. Crossbox glass cannon. Try to make a go of this. Drip going to be set up. Maybe just a pacey hit into B as Asuna will look to lead the way. The ult to make him fearless. Rotate to the corner. As he catches a glimpse of Tex, ends up running out of it. So does get snapped back. Hunter's Fury now going to be called in, and Timotino ends up getting shut down. Right as he goes for that overdrive as well. So not only is it the casualty, it's also the loss of the ult. Big boon here potentially for Mibr, who's still just trying to work their way back in to start getting this defuse going. Post-plant util widely getting dumped. Asuna able to find Ospas, but nothing more. That's the Molly now out of the equation with a spray, and Prey is still being rewarded by the high heavens. Swap of the gun, he's just sticking to it. The shorty to run him down, bang! He's interrupted him! He's planted his feet! And he's absolutely outdone him!
It just feels like on Haven, every single time it comes down to the wire, it's 100 Thieves who are able to succeed. I mean, they've been succeeding in so many different aspects. It's just reminiscent of Fracture, where they're just better at every twist and turn, no matter what Mibr throws at them.
I mean, Asuna's got the weeb name, but Bang has the plot armor. I don't know how he gets into that position.
One match and it's done.
I, for one, love Asuna's name.
One round and it's
get
done.
started on this. Potentially last round here is Timotino.
चलो
He looks to send
जी
them
जी
home.
है भाई अब तो हो गया खत्म 3v5
Another 2 open
घंटा नहीं हो
kills.
रहा
It is all but over. Hey, you have to go for it here as MIBR lows. Aspas gets relay bolted.
Inferno able to find one to push forward the container in the corner, but Asuna there yet again to try to
जो
bail them
गया
out.
हो गया हो
Molly able to be
गया
avoided.
Look at Cryo.
Last player standing.
There goes Verno. Mazzino now having to do it all.
GG's to the 100 Thieves. Bye.
2-1 in the series. 100 Thieves.
Crazy.
Win out this America's Civil War and send MIBR Los home.
This is really
100 Thieves, bhai.
a team
Congratulations.
that has a couple youngsters that are in the mix. Timotino and Bora step in, and they are playing better
Ho
and
gaya,
better
bhai.
as the year goes on. And they take down MIBR Lows, send them out of Paris, and we'll be facing Nongshim Red Force next. But what a run they've had. First out of their group. Now they've gone up against a regional rival and come out on top.
And based on what we're seeing from this 100 Thieves squad, it's just clicking so very well. The breeze aside, they still managed to make a very solid go of it. Nearly were able to win that for themselves, but dismantled them by BR on Fracture, crushed them here on Haven. And now the prospect
Chalo, bye.
tomorrow versus Nongshim. X-Ross going up against Asuna Timotino versus Dambi in those roles.
Yes.
Bora versus Francis. It's across the board.
100 थी का एक तरफ खेल गई हाँ ना अटैकिंग में अरे अटैकिंग में इन लोग ने बहुत खतरनाक खेला है ये MIBR का जब भी डिफेंडिंग आता है ना वो लोग हक देते हैं भाई पहले मैच में भी यही हुआ था डिफेंडिंग भाई कौन मतलब इजी डिफेंडिंग करना होता है भाई वहाँ भी वो लोग हक रहे थे
We'll get ready to say hello to one of our 100 Thieves players.
क्या ही बोले आप
Victorious on the stage. So let's go ahead, send it over to Ian. Alud standing by with none other than Timotino. I hope he still has his voice.
Well, we're about to find out, that's for sure. Standing by with Timotino, like you just said. 100 Thieves
एक तरफा निकल गई हाँ भाई सही बात है 100 Thieves ने एक one sided निकाला one sided
I guess anticipated fight that you expected there.
I mean, nah, not really. I feel like they kind of did the Mbappe special. Like they did nothing.
Like excuse me, you're gonna get an issue there. You know, you're gonna need security to get out of the building after that.
I mean, they played great. Like in all honesty, they played good. They gave us a run for money on Breeze. Like I was not expecting that fight on Breeze. After Fracture, I was like, okay, we're gonna run them down. It's gonna be easy. And Breeze is a strong map for us. I did not expect that.
Yeah, that was impressive. And, you know, historically, it has been complicated for 100 Thieves as an org, you know, to qualify for internationals.
Disappointed
if I'm not mistaken, this is your first appearance at an international. So, you know, I wanted to know how it feels and what is it like to play on the other side of the world for once and not in LA?
I mean, it feels incredible. This stage is unreal, and the amount of energy we have on stage is like unbelievable. I'm having so much fun. You know, like playing the game that I love on the biggest stage is just unreal.
Donc d'abord, effectivement, s'attendait
pas à
ce
que
Mibr
guys,
soit si
good
fort
night,
sur Breeze.
good night.
C'est une excellente
Wait.
carte pour nous. Et ben,
कल
en vrai,
कौन
on
सा
était
मैच है
surpris,
वो
ils
देख
ont été
लेते
très
हैं
chauds. Mais voilà, très content d'avoir gagné. Ils nous ont fait la spéciale Mbappé. J'avoue que j'ai pas trop compris la vanne, mais vous allez avoir une surprise également puisque Timotino parle français. Et moi, j'ai envie de te dire, il n'y a plus personne, il n'y a plus de représentants français ici à l'EWC. Donc je pense que tu peux peut-être conquérir le cœur de certains fans. Je te laisse le micro.
कल BBL वाला एनर्जी है
C'est trop un honneur de pouvoir représenter, tu vois, les francophones.
BBL énergie.
Et d'être à Paris, c'est un rêve. Et à tous les fans français, achetez le 100 Thieves Bundle.
Buy 100 Thieves Bundle. French fans and I think it's time for some key crushing.
I think we've got a new fan favorite here, that's for sure. Look, you've spoken about how much you love it here. One of the best things about this experience is you get the crush keys.
I mean,
this time it's one of your rivals.
MIBR ने थोड़ा defending पे थोड़ा मेरे हिसाब से खराब ही खेला है.
For the final time here today. This man's very excited to do it. I'm going to leave
की crush हो रही है भाई. ये तो देखना बनता है.
Timotino.
Man, कितना खराब लग रहा है as a MIBR fan.
He's about to do what every team here wants, and that is to crush the dreams of their rivals. MIBR. Timothy, come with me.
I mean, that's
MIBR की crush हो चुकी है.
That's a comeback. You didn't feel that?
I mean, it felt so slow. I was expecting it to, like, you know, crush it instantly.
Well, listen, this fan base here obviously is enjoying you being here, and you're into the semi-finals. Couple more steps away from this trophy right here. In fact, let me just show the crowd to you. Come and stand here.
Man.
They're here for it.
अच्छा खेले यार ये लोग. One sided ही बोल दो. One sided ही बोल दो भाई अब तो.
Threat do you think they are here?
I mean,
क्योंकि
they're a big threat. Like this meta really complements them. They have
जो मारा इन लोग ने भाई साहब. जो एंट्री की थी इन लोग ने.
You know, they also play similar to us with their comps, so it's gonna be a very hard battle.
All right, well, best of luck and congratulations once again. We'll see you. Oh no, that's getting clipped, isn't it? We'll see you in the semi-finals, man. Congrats.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. One more time, come on. Oh, that's better.
A second chance there for Timotino, and it's fortunate that he was able to get this one here because he didn't have one in the playoffs. They got the win over MIBR, and in the end, you know, I was very concerned.
चलो guys, good night. इसी के साथ हम लोग मिलते हैं कल एक अच्छे मैच के साथ. भाई BBL और NRG का मैच देखने में मजा आएगा क्योंकि दोनों क्रेजी खेलते हैं. दोनों बहुत क्रेजी खेलते हैं. बहुत क्रेजी खेलते हैं भाई. बहुत क्रेजी. BBL तो वन साइडेड जैसा निकल देती है और NRG का भी वैसा ही है. वन साइडेड निकाल देते हैं वो लोग. पर अभी दोनों का आमने सामने मैच है भाई. वो देखने में क्या मजा आएगा सोचो. ग्रैंड फाइनल्स.
No, you really do. And I think, you know, we've been talking about one kind of consistent name throughout this as far as like who's the front runner for the MVP. I think Asuna has absolutely slingshotted right up there alongside Larocque, depending on how everything shakes out. Obviously for Nongshim Red Voice, of course, you do still have, you've got Ivy there that could potentially do it, X-Ross there, Mata for NRG. We've got so many names that are kind of cycling through, and I think it's really going to come down to just how people perform in that grand final. But these next two series are going to be absolute bloodbaths. 100 Thieves versus Nongshim to start off tomorrow, then BBL versus NRG. The last hope for EMEA there in BBL to try to see if they can make their way into that grand final. But no matter what, they're guaranteed to play 2 more series because of course we do have that third place match.
Semi-finals में 100 Thieves versus NS है.
Interested about NRG seeing Ethan on that Neon. I think that's a really interesting
और
idea.
BBL versus NRG.
Going up against that heavy firepower, heavy fragging BBL squad ought to be curious.
Yeah, it is a must to watch for both of those games. For every single game that we have remaining here at EWC, so make sure you guys tune in. But that does it from us here today. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Outlaw is going to use that.